Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Fireside Tribe podcast by Triple A. We are a community that sits together and deliberate over Cameroonian culture, and recently we've been doing it specifically through the lens of Cameroonian music. Our goal is to expose the world to Cameroonian culture, to Cameroonian vibe and Cameroonian music, and our aim is that at the end of this episode, a few people get to discover something new about Cameroonian music. With me today, our usual host, we have ATM, Eunice, and we also have an exciting guest coming from some part of the world.
Today's guest is built for the big rooms. Yeah, he's a DJ, he's a producer, he's an MC, he's a creator. All right, and this guy, everyone that knows him knows that he always comes in with energy. If you have any show and you have this guy in the room, you know he's bringing in energy. He's played in Europe, he's played in America, he's played in Africa, he's played in Asia. He's been touring around the world. He's played with big names like Davido, Wizkid, Busta Rhymes, and you can keep on naming the list. It's just so long. This guy has done more than 500 gigs across the continent, and he has also released music. He has a Spotify playlist that's one of the highest trending Spotify playlists with Caribbean music. If you guys don't know it, you want to go ahead and check it after the show. Our guest tonight for the Fireside Tribe is none other than the international party rocker, DJ Bizi Brown. Yo, help me to welcome DJ Bizi Brown. So this is gonna just gonna get going. Busy. We have really put you out to the Fireside Tribe today, and we're very honored to have you around here. How are you doing today?
Don't worry, I'm here with my marshmallows. I'm really excited to join the team finally after watching a bunch of episodes and sometimes wishing to jump into my monitor to
yell at someone.
To take part in the show. Yeah.
I'm also hoping that ATM left out some things because I know that he couldn't have fit everything into the introduction. Man,
exactly. That's what I was just trying to say.
Because always one of those people that every time that I hear the next thing that he's on, I'm like, man, how did man get time? How?
When does this guy sleep?
Again? Yeah. How you fit it in again? Brandas was in Italy, and then all of a sudden, Bizi Brown Defo. Shout out to Marlon. You had that wedding in Italy. You video day no?
I DJed at the wedding.
I was there DJ. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
it's always somewhere.
To be honest, I have struggles introducing myself to people lately because whenever people ask me, "What are you doing?" and I start. To regular 9 to 5 people, respectfully, to regular 9 to 5 people, it sounds like I don't have a life. Like, how can you do all of this? It doesn't sound real. Like, when do you have time for yourself? When do you have time for family? When do you have time? But my simple answer to that is when you're passion driven. And one thing that I don't know how to do, I don't know how to do what I don't like. If I'm doing a job, if I'm doing something, I love it. I like it. It's my passion. I don't know. I got into IT and I chose Scrum. Why? Because I'm talking to people. Because I'm solving issues or conflict resolution. I'm creating energy in the team, bringing them forward. These are all things that me as a DJ and MC I do. If I come to a concert and I'm performing with Busta and he put me on before and I play, I have to make sure that I bring the people to a certain energy before he performs, for example. And it's the same energy I use even in my corporate gigs when I'm working. Right now I'm doing it as a freelance, but I don't know how to do what I don't love. So actually it's not to boast about it, but I think it's where you say when you do what you love, then you'll not work another day in your life. That's how I feel about the things I do. So it's actually not that complicated for me, But I think that we DJs often get bashed because people assume that since it's a party, since you're in the party, it means you must be drunk, you must be sleeping around with women, You must be consuming alcohol and drugs. That's how we're seen often. But I mean, Atem
So
has
you're here
been
to
on
tell
tour.
everybody that you're a sober DJ. You don't drink.
Pretty
So
much.
that being said, right?
Focus.
So yes, that being said, this is really my first impression of you, really in person. I've never met you. The other people have had the privilege of knowing you, and I'm really, really excited to meet you and have a conversation with you. So, you said you have problems introducing yourself. Is because you have like a variety of things that you do in your life that encompasses DJ Bizi Brown. You're not just a DJ, you're multiple things. You're IT, you're a producer and all of that. So is there a way that you can compress it and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure, I can compress it. So I'm a DJ, an entertainer, and I would say I am. Y- Is everyone seeing what I'm seeing?
Yes, everyone is saying what you're
Yes.
saying.
We're seeing it.
Yeah. So pretty much. I'm an entrepreneur. I would say I'm an entertainer and an entrepreneur. That's in a nutshell. And I do love the tag of being a DJ because it lets me get away with a lot of things. It lets me, if I feel like rocking cornrows in Germany, which is quite a conservative country, people say, "Oh, what kind of hairstyle is that?" Some other person say, "Ah,
Which
he's
is
a DJ."
almost forbidden.
Yeah,
It makes
Why is
sense.
he
You're,
wearing?
you're
It makes sense.
forgiven.
Why is he wearing a ring on his thumb? Some people say, "Why are you wearing a ring on your thumb?" Then someone, then the vibe is, "Are you an artist or something?" I say, "I'm a DJ." Ah, okay. So it lets me get away with a lot of stuff. I don't have to follow the crowd like a sheep. I can be different, and I am different, and I've never fancied dressing and being like everyone else. So I do love I do love the opportunity of being an artist, and DJing for me is really passion. I mean, I toured with ATM a lot. Do these people actually know that ATM is an amazing DJ
Yeah,
Of
and
course.
producer?
I've been keeping that
He's been
for.
He's
gatekeeping.
keeping
He's been
himself low
gatekeeping.
key, kind of. He's
been
like humble,
gatekeeping.
like how his voice sounds. So
Yeah.
he's been like.
Yeah, maybe
So
today,
ATM.
if you guys let me, at one point, I'm going to let you guys know how I met him. Actually,
But no,
Yes, yes,
we're
definitely.
hoping that comes into play.
it
We're-
was
We're
very
hoping to
organic.
get there.
No homo. It was really organic, and it was really music. Was actually I met him through Cameroonian music.
Okay.
And that's why we're here today.
Yeah, I met him.
Yeah,
Anyway,
maybe you want to be. But let's come back to that story later on. That's an interesting one.
one thing I have to learn is not leave the question and go too far, because my passion and my mind kicks. So I'm going to try. So Eunice, back to your question. I am an
Yes.
entertainer and an entrepreneur. That's who I am. I'm also I'm a big family person. I think I'm a very, very loyal friend to everyone who is in my life. I love human beings. I love people. I think I'm an outgoing person, and I love great communication. I love being audible, being speaking. I love people who are well spoken. So I think communication is the biggest problem we have in society, and the best thing which can exist is good communication. A lot of people kill each other, hate each other. In Germany, we live in Germany, or I live in Germany, every third person has a person in their nuclear family they don't talk to. And when I really question it, it's not because that person has done something too bad for years and years and years. It's because that person said one wrong thing at some family cookout, and that's it. They don't talk to each other for 20 years. So I think communication is a very, very huge thing, I'm also
At
very
what
big.
point?
Let's go.
Yes, DJ Bizi Brown. At what point did you realize that, right, using either the mic or the turntable was going to be your go-to way to communicate?
Okay, my father was a DJ. My father studied and since he went for his PhD, since he was good at school, and he went to study and did his PhD, he realized that he cannot become a musician. So because he was a drummer, and then he started DJing, because DJing, he could do it on the side. And so I grew up with turntables in the house. And guys, I don't know if at some point, I think after one of the break, I'll show you my first ghetto blaster. My mother gave it to me. It's still here with cassettes. So I literally grew up with turntables at home. I could not scratch because they're the old ones. I had to be very careful with the needle, pick it up softly, put it on the record. I grew up with music from Saturday Night Fever, the Beatles, Bob Marley and the Wailers, Nikombarga. So I know Nikombarga's whole album, not only Sweet Mother. A lot of people know only Sweet Mother.
I'll go to.
Fela Kuti, Sami Ade, and many other Guantanamera things from, the classics from the 70s and the 80s. I grew up listening to this music every day at home. And I grew the passion. Every time I would play this music, people would come in and be like, oh, I remember this when I was young and dancing. So I started playing at cookouts with ghetto blasters. Those who don't know what a ghetto blaster is, for the generation of today, it's like a radio. You can put cassettes. And these cassettes, back then, there was no mixers. So there was no way to listen, to play one side, because they had actually, at some point, we had two different sides. But you couldn't play one side and then mix it into the other one. So what I would do, I'd take out one cassette. I had a little Walkman with batteries. I would use that to listen. But since I was broke and didn't have any extra batteries, I'd have to take out the cassette, put my pen in it, rewind it to where I wanted it.
Don't tell us your
Stopped
age right now. See through that
Put
story.
it back in there. My age is my passion and my faith. So
I
put it
feel
back in
you.
there, right?
Age is just a number.
And then listen to the cassette. And then you press play and stop at the same time. That's how I used to do my mix, right? And sometimes I realized that you could not mix because we didn't have any mixers. So I would actually use my voice. So I'll have a little mic connected to the ghetto blaster, and I'm like, ladies, I'm gonna rap the other part of the song before, and then I stop it. I continue rapping, and I say, "Are you ready for the next?" Boom! I press play, and then it goes. So that's how that was my DJing.
So MCing began as a
Nice.
natural transition to music, like the smoothest way to transition to between two songs.
Yes, and
Just through
I
MCing.
thought, and I as I say, I love communication. It was the same thing. Sometimes I would sit and I would be like, I think these people don't know we're having the cha-cha slide. The cha-cha slide is on. What do I do? I'm just giving an example, right? So I'm going to, hey guys, everybody face the DJ, face the DJ. Are you guys ready? Let's go. Put your plates aside. Let's do this dance together. Face the DJ. So these cookouts, I had to control the crowd. So, that's how I became an MC and a DJ, I would say, from very young. The passion continued growing, and yeah, that's pretty much the start. As I say, today I'm really going to try to stick to the questions because
Yeah,
no.
From what
I think you do a great job
from what I
putting it
gather
together.
here, you're a Nepo baby, DJ Nepo baby.
He's a
because your
DJ
dad was
Nepo
a
baby.
yeah, he's a DJ
He's
Nepo baby.
He's
Yes.
low key. He's low
Like
key. He's
nepotism,
low
like
key.
how your dad is an actor and then the kids are actors and everything, so they call them Nepo babies. So you're a
okay.
DJ Nepo babies, kind
Or-
of like
or-
that.
or-
So
or
that's
rich
what I gather
kids.
from this. Yeah.
Rich or famous
Because you were
famous
born,
people's kids, though.
you were born in it. Maybe it's in your DNA. Like Manu Dibango's son is also a Nepo baby. Like
yeah.
that. So yeah, so
That's my
that's
guy.
what I gather from
But-
this.
Shout
But
out
one
to
thing
him.
that I must say about Nepo babies, they have a lot of talent. That
By the way, I can
Yes,
get you
they
guys.
do.
I can get you guys.
They do.
His son, by the way. I can get
James Piquet is we the biggest fans
Yes,
of James Piquet on the
please.
show.
Yes.
So,
I'm the
Eu-
biggest.
Eunice-
I'm a big
Eunice
fan.
has his interview already lined up.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
no,
Yes.
Eunice has what we mean to say is Eunice has 6 different ways to ask if he's single. So
Yeah.
That's
And
not
I
true.
think the brother is.
I think she's married to a white woman. I know that. I could
Yeah, because
see.
his kid is in
You
the
know-
I
videos, right?
did.
He has a
But you-
he has a
but you
song
know
about
what?
his kid.
But you know our tradition now. Whether he's married
No,
to
no,
a white
no,
woman,
no.
He has polygamy, oh.
It's
So feel
okay.
free.
It's
And the
okay.
polygamy.
He will not.
Side
He will not
polygamy.
ache on me. He will not ache on me. Not at this point. But anyway, so how was your dad? How did he feel? Like, even though he was a DJ, like African parents, they want, like their kids to go to school, do this, and
His
be
dad is not
professional
Bangwa.
people.
His dad is not Bangwa.
Listen,
Now
let
this
me
is-
let me ask him. I'm asking
It
him,
is-
not you. So this
it
is
is-
DJ Bizi Brown, right? How was
Wait,
your
it is-
dad?
it is a mystery to me because
Mhm.
despite the fact that, and I guess Dad is going to watch this. Dad, I love you. So here we go. Despite the fact that my dad grew up came from nowhere, from the nothings, pretty much, and worked his way up, and he knew the high value of education, and he never really forced me to be who I'm not. So he himself is highly educated and has achieved a lot politically, diplomatically, in sports. He was the biggest karate master, biggest football referee, has a PhD in economics and banking, became a parliamentarian for 10 years. Diplomacy.
So
He did
if you're
much.
thinking that Busy is a lot of things, now you are seeing where he learns it,
I
where he
was
got it
just
from.
gonna say. I was just gonna say.
That's the Baba. He has achieved so much, but despite that, and dad, if you're watching this, and I'm so happy Dad is alive. I must say, in 2014, doctors told me
Amen.
he's not going to live more than 2 months, and now we're going to 12 years later. And it's we're so
Amen.
amazing. He suffered a stroke, but he's still fighting, and he still wants to live. And he calls me every day, and when he calls, he says, "DJ Busy, how is it today? How are you feeling today?" you know so I'm so happy that actually he's alive to see this podcast here. That so I'm very, very grateful, and I will never stop saying thank you that my parents never stopped me from being who I am, from expressing myself in many ways possible. They always told me, whatever you do, make sure you do it right. Don't forget, you have to put food on your table, and you have to be a good person. My religion is being a good person. So that's the education, and not just that, mom as well. You know, my religion came from my mother because she didn't just follow the Bible and follow people to church. She said the purpose of all that shamboozle you're seeing out there in the name of church, the purpose is to be a good person. And that's what I'm striving to be in my life. So from both of them, they never stopped me from being who I am. So I could always express myself through my art and do. Of course, it was a challenge in the beginning to actually. My mom is like, "Oh, don't you want to go take a job? Don't you want to go take a job? Take a real job." And then until I started making thousands from DJing, and she started seeing me share the stage with certain people, everything changed. Now, my family started respecting my art and started seeing that this is actually something which. So, if I say I have a gig, the whole family respects it, no matter where it is, and that's why I could travel. And that's why, Anyang, when I say I'm a sober DJ, it's also because I respect my family, because I respect everybody around me, because they let me go out. They're not letting me go out to
Right.
go and mess around and get drunk and take drugs and lose focus. They let me go because they know he's going to do a job. So, of course, at the early stage of my career as a DJ, you will take advantage of that power and you'll feel powerful and see how people are excited to be around you. But at the later point now, you're very focused. You're coming in, you're listening to the sound. I'm checking, is the monitor right? I'm talking to the sound system guy, to the sound engineer, to the light guy. I'm like, hey, when I'm gonna DJ, is the smoke machine working? Is it going? Where's the monitor? Like, hey, I'm walking around. People are looking at me. I'm walking around looking like this Saturday. I'm walking around looking at the speakers, asking why is that speaker not work? Because when I'm performing, I want the sound amazing. I don't want people to think I fucked up. So I'm.
But this is also one of the things that a lot of people don't know about DJing, right? People feel like when you DJ, you come in and you do your 2 hours and you go home. but there is a lot of pre-work and post-work that DJs get to
Oh,
do
yeah.
when they're doing, especially people that
Speaking
want to
of
deliver the kind of quality that you deliver.
Exactly. You know,
speaking
when
of
you when I
pre-work and post-work,
Mhm.
like what things do you do? Like how do you prep for those DJs, like those gigs? Like is there like a ritual that you do? Is there like a hype song that you listen to? Like what do you do to prep before? And how do you
so
unwind after a gig?
so to be honest with you, I don't think I've ever really had a playlist. Like some DJs think, or some people think, as a DJ you have a playlist. What I do have, maybe some weddings they'll say opening of the dance floor to cut the cake, or when I'm dancing with
Or
my
Sweet
dad, I want
Mother.
the song. Or when I'm dancing with my mother, I want Sweet Mother or stuff like that. But for me, I just have to make sure that I have all the available music. I have all the hottest tracks which are on the market now. I have to make sure that if I'm going to play at Anyang's wedding, I have to make sure I have all the classic Asiko tracks. I have to make sure I have Ben Sikin, because they're probably
In
going to
Jesus'
play
name.
Anyang, you should not invite. Anyang, you should not invite also.
You know,
In
I
Jesus'
have
name.
to
He's
make
coming.
sure
He's putting it out
I have
there.
to make sure I have all of Jovi's albums from this first track to the
You
last.
better. You better.
You
You
know,
better.
Exactly.
I have to make sure
Because
Now, let me first answer the
But
question. I come to you.
any specific rituals, like like how some people will be like, "Hey, I do
Some
this, I
people
touch
pray.
this, and I touch that." Some people pray. Some people. Do you have any kind of rituals like that?
Okay, so yeah, after prepping, when I come to the venue, sound check is very important, especially depending if I've not been there before, or if it's an event which has just been set up, like a one-time event. But sound check generally is very important, not just to hear the sound, but to feel the venue, to feel the stage, to understand where I'm going to be, and what can I do, what is expected of me physically to accomplish. So sound check, dinner way before the evenings. I don't want to come there feeling stuffed. So even if I'm working on a corporate event, they say, "Oh, you can have dinner with us. We're gonna get a table and a chair. You can sit down, just play some soft music and eat." I'm like, "Nope, I want to eat way before the show." So when I'm come
That's
there, I'm not looking at people's plates. I'm not hungry. I'm not, I'm not stuffed either.
Yes.
So I eat way before. Make sure I stay hydrated. I have my water. I'm focused. I feel fresh. I feel comfortable. I wear comfortable clothes. So guys, very soon on goodvibes24.com, you can buy
Ooh,
my merch. Right?
let's go.
I hope
Let's
I'm
go.
allowed
looks
all
to.
right. We're
nice.
gonna tell them where to
No,
find
no,
it.
Yeah,
definitely.
you
You're allowed to.
This
definitely
You're allowed
are.
to.
Yeah, that looks
This is the
nice.
place for that. So this is the platform for us to not only have very, very great conversations with our stars, right? Because we fans are the people that we bring on the show, but it's the place where we want them to
Exactly.
showcase everything that's going on. So we're very happy to know that there is a merch, because I've been looking for that merch for a minute. So you're announcing
Exactly.
it on the show right now. I'm very privileged that you're doing it on this show. So we want to have that merch.
Yeah, so it's
Wanna
gonna
have
be
it
on
come out.
goodvibes24.com.
So you can expect to see some sales coming from this platform that you are speaking on right now, because we're the people that believe in putting our money where our beliefs are. We buy the
Exactly.
albums, we buy the
Yes.
merch, we put it back in there. So
Yes.
we appreciate you bringing it out and letting
At this
letting us
point,
know.
Anyang, I want to say thank you again for the jacket you sent to me back then, the croissant jacket. It's still
French
quality wise, it's still one of the best jackets I've had. You guys,
I appreciate that.
Man, I'm now
I
in the
struggle
south
with
of
the
Spain.
size, but it's quality
No,
is
it's because
dope.
you're packing now. You
He's
have
buff.
he's buff.
It is,
He's,
yeah. But my
Talking
daughter
of
is
French
rocking
kind,
like the snowman's business. Yeah.
Talking of French kind, I'm in the south of Spain right now, and I didn't bring any jacket. I just brought the French kind pullovers, because I love the thickness of those ones. It's kind of warm inside, and that's the only thing I got when I'm going out on a chilly day. So yeah, you guys did a great thing with French kind. I hope you're bringing it back though, because it's been a minute.
Yeah, for
as much
my people who are following this interview or this podcast, Anyang is one of the designers of this brand called French Kind, which is a Cameroonian driven brand by young Cameroonians in the diaspora and on mainland, and they actually got people walking in nightclubs with slippers and jogging outfits, and it was so comfortable and stylish that everyone. And one other thing which I really think is really dope are your face caps with the different cities, and not just
Cities.
Douala,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you guys actually pick
That
different
was cool.
Cameroonian cities, and every time I see them, I'm like, wow, that's so
Yeah.
genius, you know.
We were that version of for Cameroon by Cameroon, and we were driven by nostalgia and the amount of effort that you've just described in putting in your craft. I feel like is the amount of effort that we put in crafting everything that we made, from the thought process that went into designing to the quality that we wanted to make. We wanted that jacket to be 10 years old and you're still saying the things that you say about it. We wanted the hoodies that you wear ATM to be 5 years down the road and you still feel that same way about it. We have people right now when you go to Cameroon, the people still have our original Lamore t-shirts, because everything that we wanted to do, we wanted to leave an impression that would last. So I'm happy to share the stage with people that put in as much work into producing quality out products as well. DJ Busy though, I wanted to
So yo, yeah, I'm
go
listening,
ahead,
Ranos.
ATM.
Go ahead.
I wanted to ask, you're somebody that has had big moments on very big stages. There's names that every time that I see getting called and you're around, I really get excited and hype. What is one of the biggest stages that you've been on that you didn't believe you would be there, and how was that for you as an experience?
I think I shared the biggest stage with my brother Atem, where we performed, and I still have till today. It's I still have my band from that day, because it's the biggest show we had. We performed in front of 75,000 people in Germany,
Woo!
and
Wow.
it was the first black um, the first black soccer player to play in the German national team. Gerald
Mhm.
Asamoah, our brother, who has been supporting our craft as well. He had his final game to close his career as a soccer player or
So
football player, and it was a massive, massive, massive festival. I would say on the soccer pitch, it was a huge. It was a game where a lot of veterans came together and they performed. They played against each other, and Atem and I had the chance to be there. So for me, it was so huge that I was a little bit overwhelmed with everything, but it was a great experience, and that was the biggest show, like size wise, feeling wise. But it's interesting that I'm also, I like smaller shows where I can really touch people, and you'll be surprised that sometimes in the big shows you might have the whole crowd sing and chant, but I like small shows and I'll look at one person who is dancing and I'll play for that person for 5 minutes non-stop and focus. I say, man, the way this person is dancing, let me give that person more. Then after a while I'm like, man, I've served you now, but you did great. I look for the next person. So I do like those intimate moments between DJ or performer and the people who are enjoying the music. So it's not always about the size or about who I'm with. Sometimes those moments are really, I don't know, no money in the world can really pay for that feeling that you have when you're making people dance and have a good time, forget their problems a little bit. So I think we're some sort of doctors as DJs. If
Therapists.
we're doing the right
Nightlife therapist.
exactly.
nightlife
Exactly.
therapies. Hey, you know what? Saying this right, it kind of reminds me. We have gone this far actually without touching, in my opinion, like one of the most interesting things about your being a DJ, right?
Yeah.
When I googled you, when I ChatGPT'd you, all right,
Mhm.
it kept on bringing out this tagline, the International Party Rocker. I personally know about the International Party Rocker, but I think it's important that we let the crowd know why DJ Bizi Brown is called the International Party Rocker.
I mean, respectfully, I think it's simple English, right? International Party Rocker. So,
It
actually,
explains itself.
somebody
Mhm.
did ask me this weekend if I did rock music before, and I said, "Why? Did you play rock music?" I said, "Why?" It's a German person, and it's like, "Because you're intentional party rocker. Rocker, is it from rock?" I said, "No." I said, "Rocker is like doing it." I said, "Man, I'm gonna rock that jacket. Let me rock this jacket tonight." Right? So I'm rocking the party.
Mhm.
I'm rocking the jacket. I'm
You're
gonna,
rocking the show.
I'm gonna. What? I was holding some glasses here. Let me rock this pair of glasses. You take something dope and you say, man, you guys think I can rock this for the interview? Can I rock this
Oh
here?
yeah,
Is
of
it?
course. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
dope,
some
dope.
Yeah,
fresh
rock it.
glasses. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I rock the party. So for me, it was, and I thought I do like the slogan because, to be honest, guys, I don't. I had they used to call me DJ Cube before.
Really?
Yes,
Is it because you
Mhm.
look like Ice Cube?
I didn't know this one.
exactly. Yeah, before I used to be, and I didn't like it. Even when I hear DJ Arafat, when I grew up with DJ, I was asking, why is this guy call himself after Arafat, the politician? For
Mhm.
me, I don't like being not associated. Even if I DJ with Busta Rhymes for 2 years, I don't ever want anybody to say I'm Busta Rhymes DJ. I'm Bizi
Mhm.
Brown. I played with Busta Rhymes. He booked me or whoever, but I don't like that. I hate being a follower, man.
It's sort of an attached
You're the
identity,
one-on-one.
a follower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you come up with the name Bizi Brown? Because if it was DJ Cube before, and how did you come about the name Bizi Brown?
So it's interesting. So I sat one day, I held an exercise book, which I always have. I always have an exercise book like this. So I
Mhm.
wrote in it, um
So Anyang, that's a pen and a paper guy too.
I was just gonna say, there's very few pen and paper guys left. I'm so very happy. Me, if
I
we
am
got far,
a pen and paper girl too, so I like
if
it.
I
I
have a
like
backpack,
writing.
is this? There's a bit of part, right? Yes.
and my favorite pens are these ones that you can erase, by the way.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, so my book doesn't get too full, so I can keep erasing stuff. But anyway,
you have one of
so-
those erasing books, yeah?
No, it's the pen. It's the pen.
Just
Just
the
a
pen.
pen.
Oh,
The pen has
okay.
the eraser. Yeah. So yeah, guys. So I sat one day and I was like, man, I don't want people to call me DJ Cube. Like, if I succeed as a DJ, then I'm gonna be stuck with another man's name, another man's heritage. I don't,
Like say you be woman.
Uh-huh.
But
yeah,
Another
exactly,
grown man's name.
Yeah, it's biatch.
exactly. So I didn't want that. So I sat down and took this book and I was writing words. I said, okay, now let me focus. This is my creative time. I need to create. I need to find a good name. So I wrote, what kind of name? I asked myself, what kind of name are you looking for? I'm looking for a special name. I wrote the word special. I'm looking for a outstanding name. I wrote the word outstanding. I'm looking for after a bunch of words I came up with, I'm looking for a bizarre name. Bizarre means we should hear them
Weird.
like, who's this? Why is he called like this? Like,
Mhm.
for me, bizarre is just strange.
Weird.
I don't like the word weird, so I'm gonna skip it. I'll use I'll use
That's
other
American
synonyms.
lingo. That's American lingo for you. Weird, like it's normal for us. Like
Welcome to Germany, okay? Yeah, so
yes, sir.
funny enough, I watched this little comedy yesterday, or this little skit where this British guy is in Miami and this girl's like, you have an accent. You sound so strange. The British guy's like, no, you have an accent. She's like, what? He said, I'm English and I'm speaking English. You have an accent, not me. And American girls were so upset. And they call people and say, this guy said we have an accent. He's the one who has an accent. Anyway, so back to it. So I wrote the word bizarre. I want a bizarre name. And I was like, bizarre. Maybe I should take that. So for years, my name was Bizarre. Then I was in Germany in a barbershop and a guy called Was. Shout out to Was, a Ghanaian guy. So respectfully, Was struggled saying my name. But Was liked me a lot because I was like his crossover person. When American basketball players or football players who live in Germany came to the barbershop, he was struggling to understand their accent. So he was always like, Busy, come and talk to these people. Come, Busy, come. So when people who came who spoke Pidgin, who spoke French, and he didn't understand, he knew that I could communicate in all these languages. He always called me. So he loved me so much that everybody who came in, he said, this is a big DJ. It's big. He was trying to say bizarre. He couldn't say bizarre. He said busy. This is Busy. And that's how my name went from bizarre. Because I said Busy is actually, and people were always struggling whether to spell my name with one R or two R's, because the word bizarre has two R's, but I liked one R. So when it concerns branding, I love branding, which is straightforward, which is easy. When I hear people, even people call their kids, when I hear people call their kids, man, I have some friends, they made their kid, you can't spell their names when you listen to it.
But you're talking about we've been having this thing on the show. Like that's one of the things I wanted even to bring up. Like the way people name themselves, artists names themselves. Like I use Alexa a lot to play music. I'm not in my home now, so I can say the word Alexa. So I use Alexa a lot to play music, and sometimes I just struggle to get an artist because if you say the artist name, Alexa is just going to play you 10 different songs, never that artist's song because the name is just so difficult to say. And that's why I just love the simplicity in the way that you put a name like yours. Bizi is just straightforward. You get it.
Exactly.
Funny enough, I thought that actually Bizi was coming from business.
No.
Since you're so into music, business, and entertainment, and all that kind of stuff. I thought it was like the business part. Yeah, the entrepreneur. I thought it was like the business part of you that you actually called Bizi.
I know everyone tells me, oh, the name suits you because it's busy and you're a busy person, right? And at the beginning, everybody thinks it's actually busy. Like if I say busy, they'll think,
Like busy
busy,
bee.
like a busy guy. I say no,
Yeah.
Bizi, no double letters, straightforward, just as you say. That's how you spell it. So that's what people think. But it matches, you know. I think sometimes things just come together and it works. And I'm very big on branding generally. Be it artists, be it labels, be it brands. I love when a name and an energy, and that's also why I don't drop the international party rocker, because that is what I do. If I come to your party, we're not coming to sleep, we're coming to have a good time, to have a blast. And Atem knows every song on my playlist which has dark vibes, I don't play dark music.
I was just gonna chime in when you said it, but I was just like, no, let me not steal your story. But when you talked about how you prepare for the show, right, and you mentioned the fact that you never have a playlist. For the records, guys, I personally, when I want to play, I like to have some sort of a lineup in my mind, right? Like I know I'm gonna play these genres, these songs, and Bizi is like, let's go. It's like let's go. It's like let's go. You have the whole catalog. Let's go. And Bizi plays the vibe and the energy. That's one thing that I just learned working with these guys. Like the fact that he comes, he reads the crowd and he goes, all right, these guys want salsa right now, we give them salsa. These guys want hip hop right now, we're gonna give them right. You know what? These guys feel like this. And how do you even do that?
And to be honest, I struggle with people who overplan. Generally, I mean, of course, sometimes it fails me when I'm not super planned, but most of the time, I succeed everything in my life without. People who overplan are often very stuck because you're planning, then you're stuck in something. And I've played with people, I've played with other DJs. I played with a guy in Miami. I'm not gonna call his name. Last summer before last, and he was supposed to play for an hour or more. After 20 minutes, he asked me to take over. Why? Because he had planned his Amapiano,
whole set. Yeah.
but it was not an Amapiano crowd. It was a West African crowd, mostly. You know, as I would say, majority were West Africans, Caribbeans, and Black Americans. So this guy played Amapiano. People were not dancing, and he was playing deep. So even me, at the end when I hope he never sees this podcast. At the end, when
we hope he sees it. No,
that's how you got the podcast to him. That's how we got to me.
So at the end, when he finished playing, I went to him and I said, "Bro, respectfully, if you're playing Amapiano for a non-Amapiano crowd, don't play the intro. Look for the hits part." I say, look for the TikTok part. That's what I call it. Look for the TikTok section of the song. Play from there 1 minute or 50 seconds and then jump to the next song. Don't play the whole 8 minutes of the Amapiano song. You know? And he was so prepared just for his Amapiano playlist. After 20 minutes, he realized nobody was dancing. And trust me, when he asked me to take over, when I was connecting my stuff, I looked at the crowd and I still didn't know what I was going to play. But then I started with Buga from Man and the whole
Kiss
party.
Daniel. Kiss Daniel.
And the whole party started kicking. Anyang, yes, I played Cameroonian music, and yes, I think I played Kolela Petit because.
So
But
relating to that
Hold your breath.
experience, right?
but
Busy.
you're
Relating to that experience, one thing that I want to know about you is like now you're like a big DJ, international party rocker and everything, but I know you didn't always like start high, so like there were moments that you goofed, like you made mistakes. So can you tell us like how that DJ like messed up pretty much his whole set? So Adam, is there like one story that you can tell us that really sticks out with you where you went and you messed up and you came back, you were like you couldn't sleep for days?
Let me be let me be honest with you. The way I'm ready with my mic. You see how I have this mic right now? But guess what? I'm ready with
Yes.
my reserve mic. That's how I'm in the nightclub. My mic is my
Okay.
savior. So for me, even this weekend, I played with DJ. His name is Jay Snake, and he was talking with the other DJ, and he told the other DJ, "Yeah, when we're switching computers from yours to mine, how we gonna do it? We have only one cable. This, that." And I heard that. I was like, "Guys, relax. We have the mic, right? Is the mic on? Don't worry." So for me, my power, and that's why I never gonna quit emceeing, because my power is the mic. If there's a fight in the club and people, I use the mic to calm people down. If I have a mistakes, hiccups, I use the mic to overplay it. I'm gonna bring some comedy, do something funny, say something constructive, which are gonna bring the people back to order. And that's why I'm struggling to remember. Of course, I did have things like maybe I forgot my charger of my computer and my computer goes off, or actually the biggest disappointments were the equipment of the venue, because for the past 2 decades, I've always made sure that my DJ bag has great cables, high quality cables, high quality equipment. Even when I'm traveling, I just came back from Djibouti for the New Year's. They did show me their equipment. They had good equipment, but guess what? I took my controller. And I was happy that I took my controller. When I came there, the fader was broken of their stuff. They said, "Oh, this side is not working. You have to be switching the song to one side." I said, "Thank God, I just removed my controller and put it there. I moved everything away." So I always make sure, because for me, this is more than just passion. It also feeds me. So I don't play around with it. I make sure that I have the right equipment. But sometimes you go and the venue messes up, or the other DJs, because there's usually some competitive energy, which turns even into hate and turns into bad blood.
Jealousy.
People say it's jealousy, I guess, but sometimes it's a struggle. So even me, when I come, I spend the first 15 minutes trying to create a warm atmosphere, so the other people playing with me are playing with me and not against me. And for me, I'm blessed and lucky to have a broad spectrum of music, a broad understanding of music. So I always even I used to tell him, I say, I don't care what he thinks is going to, even if he plays Lahu and plays the latest Burna and the latest this, I will still, if I realize that he's played all the Afro beats, the hottest stuff, I'm going to play Murder She Wrote, and I'm still going to get everybody popping. You know what I mean? If it doesn't happen, I'm still gonna, okay, I'll play my piano. Even when you think that the music is finished, I will still rock and kill the end. I mean, I'm going to, do the best I can do playing some other genre. So, and I think that's the biggest thing also, which triggers me and makes me want to play that challenge. How am I gonna get the crowd? So for me, it's that tick. How am I going to get the crowd popping? So it's rather, so I would even love to have such a challenge where something goes wrong. It actually gives you a kick, like, let me fix it. Sometimes you see me,
Okay.
when the other some DJs are confused because they don't know the equipment or something, I'm running to go grab the mic and help him out and, make sure it works out. So I love to fix things,
That's
So
But
if you
nice.
guys have,
I
That's
think
nice to hear.
that's what makes you, I think, you unique as a DJ, because you're a DJ with a additional set of tools. You're a DJ that can MC, which is not something that we always see often. So not only are you comfortable with the instruments that you have, your control board, your voice is your instrument as well, and you know how to use it, and you can use it to complement your set. So that's one thing that comes in handy for you, and really, really, you've been able to hone in and use in many occasions, from what I've noticed.
Correct. Correct.
And the
Yes.
professionalism also is also like refreshing to see, because like with like Africans, Africans and stuff, there's always that gross level of unprofessionalism, being unprepared, being
Late.
extra in their own way, like just being late and all that. So it's very refreshing to see that you have that level of professionalism that sets you apart, and that's why you're where you are right now.
So respectfully, playing for African parties, I always try to get in touch with the sound engineer. So when they say, "Oh, we got speakers," I say, "Can I speak? Can you pass me his number?" Don't worry, everything is good. We work with him every time. I say, "Let me." I ask the guy, "What kind of speakers do you have?" I say, "Does this work?" I say, sometimes I come for sound check and I'm like, "The sound is terrible," and then he tells me, "Don't worry, it's gonna be fine." I say, "Bro, when you have 300 people in this hall, they're gonna absorb the sound, and there will be little sound left for us to hear. And if this is the quality now, then I don't want to know how it's gonna be when it's full." And that's one thing which I find it so, I don't know, because I struggle with people who do catering and other things, because they say I shouldn't be saying this, but for me, what remains or what is the vibe of a party is the no matter how the building looks, it can be here in my little cave here. If people come here, the music is really good. They can drink Afofo and go home and feel, they had a
That
good
was the
time.
best party that we had. Yeah, that was a very good party. Yeah.
Yes.
If you go somewhere to a
Mhm.
little Shah house and the bottle dance is amazing and people are dancing and they're doing their
Exactly.
dances, you
Mhm.
go home, it'll even give you that happiness. You see a woman or a man being happy, you guys are enjoying the music, even brings people together because of the vibe. But when the music is a mess, whether the food was nice, the building was nice, the dress were nice, people are like, that party was a mess, you know?
Yep.
People would
Yes.
rather
Yep.
people can eat bad food, go home, shit themselves, but they will still say the party was amazing because of the music.
The
So when I
music,
see
yes.
people try to save on equipment or having the right good equipment, I'm always like, man, these guys are so stupid, man. Having
You know,
good sound.
there is always the party was good, but the food was shit. But if the food was good and everything, they'll be like, yeah, the food was good, but the party was shit.
Yeah.
It's
No.
not. It's
Yeah.
not like the food was good, but the music was shit. It's like the food was good, but the party was shit. Yeah.
No, they don't know.
Yeah.
Even when they
Guys,
say that, the real thing is the music and the
Yeah.
quality,
Mhm.
how it sounds. If the DJ, is he doing a good vibe? Is he also addressing everybody? Because that's another big problem. A lot of DJs play for themselves.
Yeah,
True.
I was really just gonna touch that point a little bit, right? Like you have a vast catalog of music. For those of us that have been in your parties, we kind of know that, and you, and I think that also touches to the point of you being the international party rocker, because I think that international point is just to say that you don't only play one genre, you don't only play to one crowd, you play to a lot of crowds. How do you get to manage this large variety? Yeah, it's variety of crowds, music genres, and catalogs. How do you deal with that?
The part that I don't sometimes, maybe we need to ask a scientist, because I don't really understand how the brain works.
hey guys, welcome back. If you've listened so far and you've made it this far into the episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, react, say something. Let us know that you're around. And thank you for rocking with us, and thank you for being around the fireside. So we were speaking to Bizi earlier. So Bizi, right back to you.
Hi
Um,
guys, man, a pleasure. By the way, I didn't say it at the very beginning because I wanted to be sure, and I'm gonna say it now. I'm very, very grateful being here. Thank you guys for inviting me, for having me. And yeah, it's a great opportunity to meet your audience. And I hope my audience gets to meet you guys as well.
we
Amazing.
appreciate that.
So there's a couple of things that I
Thank
really
you for
wanted.
coming through.
Yeah. So there's a couple of things that a couple of points I really want us to touch on, because Bizi Brown is a hopeful. I don't know if we can cover all in this very short segment that we have, but there's I've been looking up at what you've been doing recently, because I really need to do some catching up with you. And there's a lot of business ventures that you've been launching recently. There's a boat party that you spun up, and I just want you to give us a little bit of an idea. What's the concept behind this boat party? What's it all about?
Yeah, so I was a little bit fed up of Afrobeats. When I say fed up, it's crazy that in Germany,
Already.
yeah, but I'll explain to you what I mean. In Germany and globally, all hip hop clubs have become Afrobeats clubs. Now, in most of the clubs here, Afrobeats is 70% and above, and then hip hop and dancehall are 20%, 10%. It's insane everywhere. So it's hard. Those real hip hop fans, they're struggling. Hip hop artists are not being booked anymore. They're struggling. Dancehall artists, I toured with all the dancehall artists, Beanie Man, Conscience, Elephant Man, Egyptian, etc. They are, I think, respectfully, they're also struggling because they're not booked like before. They're still out there, especially because of the reggae festivals, reggae dancehall, Caribbean festivals still book these guys, but like the nightclubs that used to book them for 15 grand, 7 grand, 20 grand, depending on the size, it doesn't happen. Now everyone's looking for Afro artists globally. Afro artists. And I was just told even Fally Ipupa just sold out the stadium in Paris and is going for a second day. So they're booking the next day already, trying to sell it out twice in a row, which is I heard it over the weekend, and I think that's also
Damn.
kudos to Fally. He's been working very hard, irrespective of all the controversy in their community. Yeah, so I was kind of fed up because everyone was doing it. So if you have an Afrobeat party on a Saturday, you're fighting with all the other promoters because they're going to go here because it's cheaper. They're going to go there because they love the DJ. They're going to go. So I came up with the idea. I sat down with my boy Big Mike and we thought, what can we do this summer that's going to be extraordinary? And we came up and said, let's try an all-white boat party. We first said it like a joke, and then we started it in Cologne, which is a metropolitan city, but has a big river, River Rhine. So we found a boat that has a capacity of 400 people, and it was an amazing party on 3 floors. So the toppest floor is urban music, which is hip-hop, Afrobeats, dancehall, reggaeton. The second floor was like a lounge with a restaurant with food where people could chill. And then downstairs we had like salsa, bachata, kizomba, those things that couples dance and all those things, right? And then we had DJs, and downstairs would have people teach these dances at the beginning. The first hour they're teaching this dance, so it was an amazing. We did the first party. We did 4 very successful all-white boat parties. And for me, it was bringing Latino together with Afro. So that was the concept. So even when the Afro guys come there, they know they're going to be Latino girls or Latino boys, mix up the vibes, which it's not an easy crowd to join. But somehow the way we mixed it, we let downstairs that all these people can come and do their Latino dances, and upstairs was Afro beats. We mixed it with reggaeton, and the people who wanted to back it up, they came to the top floor, and it was really the vibe was good. You can see more events that we're going to be doing here, and I'm actually planning events this year in the United States. We're going to start in Texas, either Dallas or Houston. It's gonna be like an Afro beats day party, which we're planning with food and music and vibes. People dress really nice. So I'm planning it with the chef. I met this chef in Madrid. She came from Dallas, and we're planning to have some events there. So goodvibes24.events. And our website is actually goodvibes24.com, which I'm revamping right now. So you guys can go out there and check out the events in Germany, in the US, and globally, because we're doing a lot of destination weddings, birthdays, and more, other events coming up. So you guys
I
tune
like
in.
that. I like that you mentioned that point, because it's bringing me to another topic that I really want to talk about, right? Like the business aspect. A lot of people always just feel like DJing it's a very tricky thingy, or it's a very hard profession to be at. One of the reasons why some of our parents would be like, "Why do you want to be a DJ?" and stuff like that. But amongst the couple of DJs that I know that you're one of the very successful guys that is actually fully living and doing music and DJing. So what are like what if someone was to do DJing today, what were you gonna advise, and what are like the sources of revenue that work, for example, for you, right? Because I'm hearing like this part is probably one of those sources of revenues. I don't want to say all of them. The ones I think I know a lot, but I just want you maybe to help the audience catch up.
Like I remember seeing interview many years ago of P Square, where they said, "You guys think all this money is from shows, from singing for you guys?" I said, "No, we are doing businesses. We're investing here, investing there. We're having, he said they were saying music is the least. Now, one thing which I must say, and let me try to say this in a humble manner: DJing, being the DJ, you're the guy. Being the guy, if you're smart, you can take advantage of it. Sounds negative, but you take advantage of your position, of the attention, of the momentum.
It's a clear unfair advantage of being the qualified person, right? I mean, you work for it. It's not just like it got given to you. So it's your unfair advantage.
It's an earned advantage. Yeah,
the earned advantage.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. So when you're the DJ, if you do your work good, that's another thing. It's not just being the DJ. It's really making the people feel good. You have access to the VIPs. I've never gone to a VIP area they don't let me in. Even clubs. I don't remember the last time in my life that I paid to get into a club. When people know, oh, he's a DJ, they let you, they let you in, and you have access to a lot of people. So if you're smart while you're doing show business, you have access to so many people who come there. And the good thing is these people are not uptight. So let's say I need I want to get a new car, right? And I'm at this party, and then all of a sudden the guy, the boss of the dealership, the BMW dealership is here. He's in the VIP, he's partying with his friends, and somebody says, "Oh, that's a BMW guy." Me as
that's
a
probably
DJ,
one of the best times to get a discount.
that's the best time, bro. You can get the car for free. Like, he can give you the car for 2 years for free. Say, "Oh, so you said you want BMW. What have you been driving?" I say, "I was driving Mercedes-Benz." Like, "What? Have you tried the latest BMW?" I said, "I used to hear you guys are not as fast as Benz." Like, "What?" You say, "Oh, hold up. Come to my office on Monday. I have a car. I'll give it to you. You can drive it for 1 year. And then you tell me how it is." And then, bro, you got a brand new BMW. You're driving it for 1 year for free. I'm just giving an example.
This is an amazing segue. I do listen to a lot of business podcasts, and there's this guy that actually just sold his business for a couple $1 million, and he was like, he worked for some time in a club, and it's amazing. He's from London. He was like, he worked in London in nightclubs in London, and it's amazing because the nightlife, he discovered actually that in the nightlife was one of the best places where you could make a lot of business, or meet a lot of business people, like, because you're meeting business people, you're meeting professionals, you're meeting executives, but you're meeting them at that most relaxed time, right? So it's like the easiest time when they can get the most chill conversations with you, and it's not always uptight, and you're meeting people that you otherwise wouldn't actually even just walk to their office and talk to them. So yeah, I can imagine how
it's a little bit. It's okay. I don't know if the comparison is close, but it's a little bit like a golf pitch. I remember a friend of mine, his mother was paying 250,000 euro per year to be part of a golf club, to play golf there. And she didn't really know how to play golf, but she walked around there. And then I asked the guy, because the lady was, she was actually the secretary of a super rich guy, and she had that money. And then I asked, "But why is your mother doing that? Can she even play?" He says, "Bro, the thing is, the people you meet there, and you meet them when they're relaxed, when they're feeling good, when they're in their recreation, and it's the same thing with DJing. I'm not saying the DJ revenue is. I mean, the harder you work is like music. The harder you work, the higher your level goes. The more experience you have, the more money you make, and your fee goes up depending on how consistent and good you are, and depending on how good you market yourself and how you sell yourself, which is also, actually, I went for a workshop in 2015 to my current manager to learn how to sell myself, and then we had a grow business relationship, and now he sells my shows and does it pretty well. But even before the show comes to my manager for him to sell, I have to make sure that this person made me. I was looking fresh. I was smelling good. My music was good. I was on point. I was professional.
Self-branding.
Yes,
Yeah.
you have to make sure all these things. I'm telling you, sometimes I even had a club that the owner of the club walked out to come and see which car I'm driving, because I think I was so later that he wants to know why he's paying all that money. Like, what's this guy? He's driving a good car. Okay, I understand why he
Okay,
needs
yeah,
his
the
money.
money is going to somewhere.
You know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's being used. The money is
and
being
that was
used.
another
Right.
big lesson for me. Like,
It's
come
being
right,
used in the economy.
So that was one of those little lessons for me. Like, better come right if you want people to respect you. I'm not saying you have to fake and bring a big SUV or whatnot, but at least look respectful, carry yourself right, speak nice, don't speak ghetto. Let the people understand that even if I'm DJing and I say some crazy stuff, when you catch me off stage, I'm very, very organized, respectful, and it's a job. I take it serious. You come on time, you make sure your things are on point, even when you're preparing. That's why my preparation is not preparing for every gig, but it's making sure that my equipment is always on top. I have the best equipment for good sound. I have reserve earphone, reserve everything, so I cannot get disappointed. I can't get embarrassed in front of my crowd, because some promoters or club owners, they're not going to forgive the game. Like, bro, this is what you live for. Why? How don't you have your mic? How can you not be ready for this? So anyway,
Yeah.
back to the question. Since I'm trying to practice sticking to questions or making sure I've answered questions, right? What would I advise young guys who want to do this business? Was that a question? No, it wasn't a
Yeah,
question.
like what are those sources of revenues, right? Like
Yes.
like a DJ, what are the other kind of things that one does also to continue getting paid? Yeah.
Unfortunately, but fortunately, you have the opportunity of having a theme as a content creator, because right now, just like in music, if an artist goes to a record label, even if he sings very well, they'll tell you we need a content creator. Even if you're big, they say, can you create content? Can you create a vibe? Can you make people want to follow you? If you guys go to Snapchat, if you write Davido, Wizkid, or any of these guys, you'll see that their channels, which their friends around them are creating content the whole time, putting it out there for people to follow, even if it's not them, because that's how the market
They
has
stay
gone now,
relevant.
to stay relevant. That's how it is now. So a good thing with DJing is that, and a good thing is that if you know, or if you put a little bit of energy into your content and how you vibe yourself, you can actually make money on TikTok and all these other platforms nowadays. So that's the new way. I don't like being the old school guy who ignores the new sources of
What is
revenue.
happening today? Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
through YouTube, through Spotify, through many other ways, and also endorsements. Right now, if you brand yourself properly, there are brands who will be willing to endorse and say, "Hey, wear my earphones," or you're always talking about being an MC. What mic are you using? I have a friend of mine. She's traveling around the world. Man, it's crazy. She has DJI full equipment. They've given her a whole suitcase, premium with all DJI stuff. She knows how to get these things, and with money. They give her money. Please make sure you talk about DJI, show our stuff. People give. I have a friend. He plays for the German national team, and he got an amazing deal for 5 years with Hublot. They give him Hublot watches, and all he has to do is wear a Hublot cap. Hublot is an expensive brand watch,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So there's so many other ways that you can do that besides your DJ money.
I want to double click a little bit on this branding and partnership part, right? So maybe it's going to segue us into the other side of you, because I said it again, people are going to discover so many facets of DJ Bizi Brown today that they probably never ever known. It's the tech part of you. You're involved in some tech products that you guys are
Yes.
working on in the music industry.
so that you guys can edit this nicely, I'm going to start with, ladies and gentlemen, my name is DJ Bizi Brown, and this is where I introduce our brand new and amazing app called Play Afro. Now, Play Afro is a big investment that myself and two mates are doing. We are all musicians and DJs, and we realize that Afro music is growing very fast. And there was no main hub where people could download Afro music in good quality. So what we came up with, and for me, is like my little retirement thing. So when I'm old and I can't walk and I can't DJ, I can still sit at home and be part of the music industry and the exciting Afro music genre and industry is growing fast. It's played. I DJed in Colombia. They were playing Afro music. I DJed in Thailand. They were playing Afro music. I DJed in Asia, in different parts of the world where you wouldn't imagine that these people would welcome Afro music. And they actually are welcoming, and it's growing so fast. So we have Play Afro, as you guys can see probably in the background. We have playafro.com, which is an app on iOS. It's an app on Android. DJs. So let me start with artists, labels, and producers can upload their music onto this platform for a fee. And DJs around the world who play Afro music who have been verified by us, and there are a lot of them, these DJs can download the music for free, but they have to give a rating for the music and give feedback. This feedback goes back to the labels and the artists, so they know how their music is being received by the DJs. And also there's going to be a ranking in there. This ranking takes you to our other platform called www.africandjcharts.com. So African DJ Charts is where the DJs who play Afro music around the world have voted which song goes first. Now, this is a big opportunity for African music makers who don't have the big exposure, who don't have the big money to have a distribution deal or to be on a big stage with other people. Through this platform, you have the possibility to be seen by DJs around the world who love and who are listening to Afro music. I just discovered an artist. I sent it to ATM recently, who is doing such amazing music and has no visibility. His Instagram is in a few hundreds. Nobody's seeing him, and that's exactly where those are exactly the people we're targeting. So it's actually also our way as entertainers to give him back to the continent, giving back to the youth and the young people growing up. So Play Afro is really a product that we created from the heart in African DJ charts. And we're so excited for 2026 for this product to be received around the world by all music makers. And there you guys can see the African DJ charts website, which ATM is displaying here. And you can see the charts, which the ranking top 100. And then obviously we also have a Spotify playlist, which is going to always synchronized to the charts. And the charts get revamped every Sunday at midnight Central European time, because we're using a German team. So our technology is a German team. We're all diasporans in Germany creating these products to the world, and we're so excited for big collaborations. We're going to collaborate with Best of Africa Awards in London this year, and we have new partners in the United States with whom we want everyone to have access to playafro.com and African DJ charts.
I feel like this is an interesting segue to the next section. I'm gonna let Anya go further with this.
I'm ready for you guys.
I was gonna say this is an interesting ecosystem because it's bringing together valuable players in music game. Like I think DJs are really well placed to be able to rank music and to be able to assess quality of music, and having and listening to them. It's a really good input to improving quality of music and bringing good music out there. So.
And it's a pity that in the Grammy Awards and the BET Awards, there are barely any DJs in there. You know, so there's some corporate guys who are sitting down and deciding which music is the best, which music is the biggest, which music is based off some stupid politics. And a lot of people have not
gotten
elected. Yeah.
Meanwhile, the real people that have the touch, that are in touch with how music works, right?
Yeah.
They are not in those rooms deciding who had the most influencing music. And I
Right.
find it kind of interesting. One thing also that I want to touch on very quickly before we move into the next segment, right? Is I think we'll do a bit of disfavor to that platform without you telling us the motivation behind building this platform.
So the motivation behind building the platform is first and foremost, we being frustrated, we're doing music and everything is becoming digital. Do we have to follow the source? Do I have to become a YouTuber? Do I have to become an Instagrammer? And so what can we do with our craft and our skills to be part of the digital innovation of music and going around the world? That's one part. Another big part is what are the pain points in music? What do people need, especially Afro music? How is Afrobeat struggling? Now I struggle also when I hear things like Big Three. Oh, respectfully, I know all the three of them very well. Wizkid, Davido, Burna. People keep saying the big three, and I'm like, are those really?
Oh wow.
Are those really the best? You know, there are so many amazing. There's Rema. There's Olamide. There's so many guys. There's there's Stanley Eno. There's so many other very creative
Jovi.
People in the music industry who are very talented, who know how to carry themselves, who are big players and making big moves. But we always I feel like that position is somehow being gate kept by certain people and of course their surroundings, and keep the narrative like these are the people. So I don't like that. I think there's room for a lot more people. I think there's room for people to, and also that people think the only music from Africa is Afro beats. There's so much more. There's Mbole,
Yeah.
there's Kwaito, there's Dombolo, there's
That's-
Rumba, there's Kuduro, there's so much.
Makosa.
Yeah.
That's a conversation that we've been having a lot on this show, right? Like, is it only Afrobeat that's going to be that music that makes it out to represent African music on the platform? What are the other songs doing, like the other Cameroonian genres that we know that are really, really good, are really energetic? Like when you talk about Mbole, we know that that's a sound that comes with energy. But how are we even doing to get it professional? I think I like, and that's one of the reasons that really made me to want to touch on this platform, because I know we had a conversation backstage, and I'm also somehow involved in this platform as well. So just quite clear the disclosure. I am also involved in this. I was very, very involved in the technical conception of the platform. But one thing that I really like about the Afrobeats and the Play Afro platform and the African DJ charts is the fact that it gives opportunity to those artists that are not really, really, really big here to find themselves in the same space as the bigger artists, right? So that and then gives also the opportunity that their musics really get seen and get heard. Because right now we're having DJs qualifying the music based on the quality. So if your music is good, and if it's as good as Wizkid's music, the DJ is going to rate it as well that way, and it makes the music to come up, which gives you the opportunity to get seen, even if you would have not gotten seen in the radio or on the big platforms, because those are always being favored by the algorithm, for example. So this is a way to get out of the algorithm and really get humans to rate the music and put your music out there. So if people do quality, and we get in touch with our quality, it gets up in that platform, and that's one thing that I really like about that platform.
Everything which is sang by African artists is called Afrobeats. Timaya would sing reggae and dancehall, they call it Afrobeats. Wizkid would sing a reggae song, they call it Afrobeats. So every time an African guy sings something that's not too hectic, if the music is a bit controlled, I think if an Ivorian guy would not sing, if he sings a bit smoothly, they will call it Afrobeats,
But does that sound very familiar to you? Like 10 years ago in Germany, everything was black music?
Oh, everything was black music. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So there's no way we're going to bring a Cameroonian DJ, a boy from Bamenda. Even though he's international, we have to hold his feet to the fire and ask him, how does he impress a Cameroonian crowd?
How do I impress a Cameroonian crowd?
Le
Yes.
Le
continent.
continent. Le continent.
Please, why can't we translate it? The continent is a very
The
The
continent.
continent.
it's a very diverse country, right? So it's a very colorful, diverse public crowd, very open to different kinds of music. If you play music by what's it? Is it GP Piano? No, how you call this guy? Um, this Pachanka music. On m'avait toujours dit, c'est très
Chana Pierre.
souvent le
Chana
Pierre.
Pierre.
Chana Pierre.
You know,
Chana Pierre.
you play that, you're actually going to see people dancing real salsa that they learned even before knowing what salsa was about. You know, if you
Mhm.
play some Bikutsi songs, have some old classics, you get people excited. You play music from Petit Pays with the drums, you know, you get people all excited. It's a very, very colorful crowd. And trust me, if you see my music repertoire for Cameroon, it's also very, very colorful. It's very vast. I observe the people, I check their age groups, their styles, what kind of music do they like. Um, and I'm a big guy on classics. I don't know if you guys even know, I don't know how versed you guys, have you guys ever heard about Bantu Posi?
We know Bantu Posi.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Which
Yeah, I
song?
know
Can you
Bantu
sing any?
Pussy.
Which song do you know from Bantu Posi?
I
I've
don't
forgotten.
remember. I don't.
I know Bantu
See,
Pussy.
but you
Hold
guys
on.
know the name.
Anyway,
See,
that's been a
Anyang is going
minute.
to take. Anyang is about to take all day right now. It's like, hold on.
It's-
Okay,
it's
He's
fine.
no,
about
that's
to
fine.
pause
Let's
our
go.
whole
let,
lives.
let him Google it. It's okay. Anyway, back to it. So they also have a classic, you know, those are actually for me like the kings of the urban back then who opened the way to urban music, you know, and there are other people. I mean, this is not music which I necessarily play, but I'll give a shout out to people like Accent Grave, and I'm just about the urban guys because of course, you had the Makosa side, you had Manu Dibango, you had Dina Bell, you had Bandika, and all these people. And I was actually lucky to meet them, to meet Bandika several times. Even last Christmas, I met him. You have these big guys, but you also have
I didn't know that Krotal was in Bantu Posi though.
and Kurtal. No, he
Bantu
wasn't.
Pussy,
He was not.
that's the region
That-
that had
that's-
even it had Makas and them around
Yeah.
them.
What's his
yeah,
name
but-
again? Si tu
but
vas Mago,
Popo,
dis-lui que je
Popo.
go.
That's Popo.
Exactly.
Popo. Popo, yeah.
You know, so these are guys of. It's actually very sad that, despite the work these guys did to introduce young urban vibe to Cameroon, that they not really get to make money and tour. Even in Makosa, I still feel I still have a dream of doing a tour with. Man, I don't even want to say my
The Makosa
concepts here, but
legends.
something like that, you know, doing a tour with them and recycling and taking other people and creating shows like that, because I think that those people deserve, because they're the foundation of the music, they deserve to tour in big halls and have 4, 5, 6, and why not 10, 20,000 people, because there are people out there. I mean, we see from Afrobeats shows around the world now how people are. Look at Fali, who's selling out a stadium in France, you know, and Belgium, and even many other countries selling out big shows. So those people definitely would deserve to come out there. So I just want to say that in respect to the people who paved the way to the younger guys.
Busy,
but
you're
coming-
mentioning a lot of things right here
Yes.
that I'm just like, man, my brain, every time you say something, my brain is dinging. First of all, have you ever played Accent Grave at a party?
Yes, but that's why if I play with like francophone, let's say, as I say, I'm always watching the people, right?
Audience.
Seeing the audience who is there and playing stuff, or if I play stuff like how do you call these these three Bassa boys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ex-Malaya.
X-Malaya.
Malaya.
The two of them. Yeah, two of them.
Yeah,
and
playing stuff.
were
So
adopted
The white boy is
from
Basatu.
Europe.
The white boy
Yeah.
has become Basatu.
For example, you know. So yes, I have, but I just wanted to patronize them shortly before we get to new school, right? So these people have paved the way. So the music is very rich. The music is very broad, and there's a lot of music to play. So how do I prepare for that crowd? Is having the classics, having the new music, having the crossover songs, um, and also, of course, blending with other music, because I think it's exciting also, since the genre is very, or let's say the music, I would not say the genre because there's a bunch of different genres, and that's a mistake that we always do. I'll put everything. We see Cameroonian music as if it's a genre. It's not a genre.
Yes.
There's dancehall, there's amapiano. Maybe people like Kosi have made some amapiano songs. There's bole, there's Afro beats, which we can call Afro beats. There are different styles in there, that different genres which are being made by Cameroonian artists, right? But we always make it as if it's one genre. Oh, Cameroonian music has to be like this. It's weird for me when even some comparisons for me are
Yeah.
sometimes a little bit awkward. Anyway, for many years, and I just told Salatiel this the other day, was the song by
Daphne.
is it Daphne?
If
what is it called?
Salatel produced it and it was a hit, it might be Daphne.
It's Daphne.
If it's a female singer. Yeah.
One of the first hit.
Kale.
Kale.
Yes.
Kale.
Yes.
Kale was
That's
one of those
yeah.
Cameroonian songs, which was rare back then, which I would play and nobody would look at me like, what are you playing? Like, you know? Like it didn't kill the Afro flow. If I play
Prime Daphne era.
if I play high level Afro beats, international quality beats style, if I put Kale in there, people danced it, because sometimes people are very tribalistic and they wouldn't vibe with dance with stuff that they don't know. You play so even if it's good, but that
That
particular
leads me
song,
to
yeah.
one of the follow-ups that I had too. Like how hard is it for you to squeeze in Cameroonian music when you're not in a Cameroonian crowd?
It is. I know a guy called, they used to call him DJ Tug, or he calls himself Jean-Louis Laff. He's a Cameroonian guy in Germany, and he literally plays Petit Pays when he's playing for white people. He, in the middle of nowhere, he pops up Petit Pays and he dances there and drinks his whiskey while he's playing, and then he continues, which I really admire him for. Even if everybody stops dancing,
I love him for that.
yeah. You know,
I think
I love
actually
him for being
talking
daring.
about it, I think we should get him on the show at some point.
We need to send him one beer. We have to send him one man. We have to
I
send
can
him a
look-
beer.
Many.
I can
I
hook
need
you
to
up with
send him
him.
an expensive whiskey.
I can hook you up with him. He's definitely he used to do that, like really. Even if he lost 30 people from the dance floor, he didn't care.
Is that
I care. And he lost gigs like that. He lost promoters and clubs like that. You know,
the white people are like, what?
yeah, but I mean, back again, as I say, my big weapon is a microphone. I would stop it and say, hey guys, anybody from Cameroon here? If I see 2 or 3 people, I say, hey, do you guys know anybody loves Eto? I will just play around and get excited, and I play the music. And then because I've announced what is coming, they'll embrace it. That's for, like, you know, if I'm playing something which is completely a different sound. But I played I'm now the official DJ of Best African Best BOA, Best of Africa Awards in London. And last year was my first time playing there. And man, they embraced African music, Cameroonian music a lot. I played within the Roomba. I started playing. When I played Roomba, I played some Petit Pays old songs. I came with some new stuff and mixed it, and people were asking, oh, where's this music? I think the world has changed. People are embracing much more. They're open to, and I think it's also TikTok and Instagram. People are being exposed to different genres of music and opening it. And also, that's why the African Nations Cup is very important, because it's a big junction where Africa comes together, and we exchange and we compete and we show our cultures and show our vibe. So I think it's a very important event, which also with music, if you watch videos behind the scenes, you would hear they were playing all kinds of different music genres from different countries in the stadiums. Even if Cameroon was not playing, maybe Morocco is playing against Tunisia, they're still going to play some Cameroon music and stuff. But going back in the days, I did struggle a lot because of the music quality. I think one thing which was difficult, and kudos to those who gave it a shot, was the people who were trying to define a genre for Cameroon, an urban genre from Cameroon. And it is a struggle because the Cameroon is like Canada, where we speak English and French. So, which are two different universes completely, in vibing, understanding, mentality, even mentality. It's like two countries in one, like two people from two different countries living in one. One
Mm.
one guy's mentality is, if you say something he doesn't like, he says move. The other
Yeah.
guy's mentality, if you say something, he say, "Well, I beg, I'm sorry,"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
It's
out,
like,
get out.
yeah, it's like two
No,
different.
no, we don't still get out. We apologize.
Yeah, it's like two
It's true.
different mindsets, two different mentalities, and this comes down all the way to music. So when I hear people like Kosi, Stanley, Jovi, Loco, I really, really applaud them for making music in different languages, different styles, from rap to Afro beats to Asiko to Bensikin. They put all kinds of different influences in their music. Or
Sumbole.
these two guys who made this very fast beat. What are the names? I think they're now separate. These two guys.
Igor and
Ego and
Prido.
Prido.
What's the name?
Igor and Prido.
Ego and Prido.
I think so. Yeah, I think I even saw one of them perform here last summer, and the music that they did, which was like Asiko, right?
Oh no, Shabasiko. That's Phil Bill.
That's Phil Bill's,
Rhythms. Are they still together?
They're not.
Yeah, that's a pity. I think together
They're not.
they made.
But they're still
amazing-
working. I would say this though, they're still in the game. The other guy, I always K Master K is the other guy that was with Phil Bill. K Master K is one of the guys when he goes to mixing in Cameroon. If you
Yeah.
listen to Blanche Belly songs,
Mhm.
a lot of Blanche Belly songs, K Master K mixes a lot of her stuff. A lot of artists that have big songs in Buya, K Master K does it. So when rhythms work together, they had this synchrony. Phil Bill is obviously a good producer, a good writer, so he brought a lot of things. But K Master K was one of those people that was key to making it sound the way we appreciate it. And
Yeah.
it's one of the things that might get forgotten, but he's still in there. And I just want to drop that in there. But he's still in there, and Buya, working really hard. Although he doesn't perform his own music, he's the best finisher when it comes to music in Cameroon.
Yes. So, bottom line, that was just an example. They too also, yeah. Actually, I was with him a few months ago on an event, Phil Bill. So, these guys actually also brought in vibes from different kind of traditional music, and it is a struggle. But in that struggle, also we suffer because we're trying to play this on international platforms, and the people are not welcoming it. And I think also, despite the fact that Nigeria had their own traditional music, or the Congo, there are people who have listened to international music, music which is out there, and created still like these guys. Let's say the guys in France, right? They still took Congolese influence, like Naza, K Black, and all these guys, Yusufa and so on. They still took Congolese influence and made sure that they work with instrumentals, beats, and styles which can cross over. Same like Nigerians, they still took P Square, etc. They still took their language, their pidgin, their stuff, and I think that's what we like,
Definitely.
because we're so focused on creating our identity. And
We're proud.
sorry, my earphone didn't work at that period of time, but I don't know if that's pride.
No, he said, yeah, they're pride. He said pride.
We're lost.
He said,
we're lost.
no, he said pride. Okay.
I heard that. I'm just.
He heard. He
No,
heard.
no,
yeah,
he's-
he's just like he deliberately ignored it. He was being sarcastic. So
We're
like,
proud of who we are.
exactly.
Yeah, I don't know if is it pride. I think creatively we're a little bit lost, but we're getting there, and things are moving, and people are doing things, and it's okay. I mean, and I did really enjoy certain battles and feuds between artists, and I remember when Kosi was being attacked for, now on the creative level. I mean, I've met him a couple of times, but I don't know him personally. But where he was being attacked for making music which sounds Nigerian, or doing stuff in other countries. And I love the way he defended himself and said, "Hey guys, we cannot play Mbole and be stuck in our little hole, and we don't cross over. We're not doing big shows. What do you guys want me to do? Play in Yaoundé, play in Douala and Bafoussam, and then maybe once in a while in Betwa, then start again. How many times will I play in Yaoundé? How many times will I play?" So the vision is to actually go and play in Asia and do tours and play in Germany and in France, in the United States and in around the world and take, so to do that you definitely need to make music which even people who want to discover you, and they'll come there, and word of mouth is a real thing. Playing, if you there are people in Germany, for example, they go to every concert, they don't know who's performing. They tell them some guy is coming from Cambodia or Colombia, he's going to sing with his band. And Germans, they buy their tickets and go there. Or Europeans, they want to see new cultures. So when they come and sit there, they've never heard the music, they've not even done the research. They say, I want the music to speak to me. I don't want to go to YouTube.
Let me discover.
Yes. And when they go there, if they go there and your music, they cannot relate, they cannot feel it, they cannot, because, man, we don't understand Igbo, but when Fino is making his music, we feel it. We don't
Dude.
understand Igbo when Flavor makes his song, we feel it. The women want to dance,
They
they want to
dance.
shake, and that's what the Cameroonian music is struggling. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. Of course, there are a lot of people who are making music, but there's also that battle for every artist between creativity and branding, self-branding. How do you carry yourself? And we don't have that industry culture. And unfortunately, we became urban, or we created our urban trend after the 90s, where we see that A&Rs, which Nigerian has, A&Rs, training, stage performance training, branding, where you work with a record label. The record label shows you or sends you to a center to train you on how to carry yourself, how to do an interview, how to, now you're a star on your own, you create your own things, you get on the mic, you say some stupid stuff, you lose your credibility, you lose your friends, you're at a show, you kick somebody, you do.
Do you see that a lot in Cameroonian music, the lack of teamwork? Is that something that you notice a lot of?
Of
When
course,
you see a Cameroonian artist, do you feel like, man, there's no team around them,
I think
there is no coaching, there's no guidelines, there's no A&R, there's no publicist. Do you notice that lack of a team?
I'm not going to call names, but I know the major. I know. I think I can call most, if not all, the major players in our Afro beats industry in Cameroon. And one interesting thing is sometimes I need some information or connection to another one, and I'll call one of them and say, "Hey, do you have this?" And they say, "Bro, I'm happy he's doing his music, but I have nothing to do with him." I hear that all the time. So I just stopped. If I want to I'll use my social media and reach Loco, Stanley, Jovi, reach everybody themselves, or if I know somebody, but trying to ask this one if he can connect me to this one. Somehow there's a disconnect for whatever
We're still
reason.
crabs in the bucket.
Yeah, but I think it's also because, as I said, how many times do you want to perform in Yaoundé? How many times do you want to perform in Douala? That's the end of it. If your stuff is not going out, I think you might even be more open to the other guys and collaborating or being in touch when you're international, because you're not dependent on that fight in that
You're not fighting.
crab
You're not all
bucket.
fighting for the same bread.
Yeah, so you're not one of those crabs in the bucket struggling. So it's just like me. Around here, I'm cool with people. Why? Because I don't need to play in Cologne to feed my family. But those who are stuck, don't know, who are in a bubble, who don't know how to leave, they don't want to catch another guy who is playing in this club and that club. For me, if I don't play here, I'll play in the UK, I'll play in Douala, I'll play somewhere else, So I think that's also a little bit of the struggle that we have. I think at this point, I'm going to ask our African leaders, or let me say our young upgrowing leaders, African leaders, we need a connection between Africa. We have a problem with aviation. Like the president of Rwanda said, I've made Rwanda visa free for other Africans. You guys can come visa on arrival. We've made everything simple, very easy. We've made tourism open for everybody. You can come into our country, but we don't have good aviation. It's so expensive. Just leaving Cameroon to Nigeria, the air tickets are insane. Why? Why is it so bad? You know, it's because it's also the divide and rule. So really, we as the young people out here in the world, we really pray, and so many people want to go back to Africa now. If you see now, Dirty December in Cameroon, in Congo, or Kinshasa, in South Africa, in Senegal, Dakar, everywhere, people are going back and taking their friends with them. But when you reach there, you say, hey, I'm going to Africa. You realize that when you're in Dakar, you cannot afford.
You cannot even, yeah.
You can't go to Douala and say,
Yeah.
hey, I'm going to Douala,
Yeah.
then Ivory Coast. The tickets are insane.
Insane.
expensive.
You're not going
Insane.
to Africa, you are going to Dakar.
Exactly.
And after Dakar, you come back.
Reminder.
And that's where
You're
I
not going to Africa,
that's
you're
where
going to
I
Douala.
applaud East Africa, because if you're going to Rwanda, the visa is $50. If you want to go to the whole of East Africa, the visa is $100. Then you can go to Rwanda, you can change and go to Djibouti, you can go to Kenya, Nairobi, you know, Tanzania. So they've made
well
an East
connected.
African visa. They've created an East African visa. And they have roads. You can actually drive or take
Drive.
other
You
means
drive.
of, yeah. You can leave from Djibouti to Addis Ababa on a train. East Africa, respect and kudos. I don't know why we West
Now,
Africans
Bizi.
think we're superior. Yes, let's go.
I feel like if we ever just blink and think about the things that are not working about the Cameroonian industry, we will stay here for 6 hours, right? We can keep pointing them. To your opinion, what's working well for the Cameroonian music industry? What do they have going on for them? What do we have going on for us as a Cameroonian music industry?
What's working well is that we have people like the three of you who are invested, who are not singers, but you're loving the culture and pushing it forward. What's working well is that soccer is making the nation proud as well. And education, we have educated people, we have people in different positions, we have DJs, international DJs from the motherland, we have key players from the motherland who are making us also proud and want to push the narrative, push the culture, and identify or create an identity for Cameroon music and Cameroon culture. In the past, even for me, it was challenging because who would want to book a Cameroonian DJ on an international huge festival? It was very challenging. That's why at one point, and I realized everybody who was so focused on their flags, they never got booked. They never got jobs. I'm going to be
They
honest.
never went very far.
Because
Yeah.
I've been challenged. Some people, I had some people who insult me and say, "Oh, bro, you're not representing. I say, bro, I'm representing with my skill. And one person I give a big kudos to is Tyke. Other people are representing so heavily my flag, my name, wearing the jersey every day, but their quality is bullshit. Let me come closer to my mic.
Yeah.
It's not carrying the flag that makes you big. It's not
Yes.
carrying
You-
the flag
you
and
gotta-
repeating it over and over that makes you amazing or makes you skilled. It's your quality. Work on your quality. And Taiki is a good, of course, Taiki has a song where he says, I'm Bamileke, which is an amazing
Ebondo,
contribution.
Ebami.
Exactly. But regardless, that's not the song that got him out there.
No.
This guy worked on his quality. He worked, made sure he didn't sing the whole time. And that's one thing I battle with some people. I know one guy too, the whole time, oh, Cameroon, in all his plays, all his videos, Cameroon flag, Cameroon here, Cameroon. I said, bro, that's not the music. Sing, let's hear you sing, perform,
Exactly.
bring the lyrics, bring the
Exactly.
quality, make the video. Swaying the Cameroonian flag is not going to make your video amazing. Bring
the
some
other hand,
creativity. Where's
We
the
cannot
art?
support the flag for
Au
you. We cannot
contraire,
support
au
the flag. We
contraire.
want to support your
Yeah.
talent.
Yes,
Exactly.
that's
Because if you have no talent and you're swinging the Cameroonian flag, it actually looks bad on us.
thank you.
Because it's bringing
that's-
down the standards of the industry from an outside perspective.
So back to your question, what's amazing is that we have a lot of smart people, individuals, pockets around the world, groups, We have Francis Ngannou with his sports. We have this other guy from France who's boxing. We have so many. We have actors. We have so many talent people around the world. We have tech guys, IT guys creating apps, creating tap send, and creating all kinds of different brands.
Colorful.
You
Is
know?
Colorful platform actually a Cameroonian
No,
platform?
Colorful is. I don't
okay.
think Colorful is
Shit.
Cameroonian.
Okay,
But we'll have to
good.
dig into that to find out.
I was
And
gonna
the other boxer
give them
in
that for
France,
free.
the other
Yeah.
boxer in France is Cedric Ndoumse.
Exactly. You know, people like him. So I think we have a lot of different places now that we can push the whole culture forward. Everybody contributes in his way. But guys, as I say, work on your craft, work on your art, be accepted internationally by what you do, and not just, because some people, and that's one thing I see some entertainers out here who are so focused on Cameroon. And I say, bro, did you notice that the moment you said that, all Congolese sat down, nobody was dancing? Because we are still in our
Exactly.
heads. The white man has brought a segregation. When I'm playing Indian music, because I play on some Indian weddings, because they pay well, and they have great music. I mean, ATM, we've performed on some Indian weddings together. When you go there and you play music from Punjabi, all the Tamils don't dance. You play Sikh music, all the Punjabins don't dance. I said, bro, I'm not from India, but the music is good. I'm like, but the music is good. He's like, bro, we're Tamils. You're not playing Tamil music. Sit down. And that's the same thing which we have. These people have come and separated, moved India away from Pakistan and Afghanistan. The same thing in Africa. They've split Africa with boundaries, and see how hard it is for people to
appreciate each other.
It's and to connect.
The unfortunate thing that I notice is that Cameroon kind of has an unfair disadvantage. Like they are disadvantaged in so many ways, in that growing up, like if you remember, we were like that pot where we were like receptors of all kinds of music. All kinds. Khaled, Indian music. We were listening to every kind of music. Even Monique Seka and all those people were listening to it all. We accepted it. But it's now unfortunate that it's a struggle for Cameroon music to transition out there. Maybe we accepted so much that we forgot about our own, like pushing our own selves out there. I don't know. But
maybe
I
we need to
disagree.
work on
sad
it.
that we had to get to this point.
Maybe we can agree to disagree to make it easier. But I
Yes.
disagree because Congo received the music as well. I just came back from Djibouti. They listen to everything. They were when I tried different genres of music in Dombolo. They know everything. They could sing coupe. All these music they received. Rwanda, the same thing. They listen to Zouk. They know Khaled. They know everything. But why do people like Congo have an identity, a musical identity? Why do people like Nigeria used to play Sanfan Thomas and Petit Pays? They know all these guys. The music was crossing over. Nigerians was also listening to Rumba and Dombolo. They were listening to Kwaito from South Africa.
That's why
listening to, but is it not actually what makes us rich? Because for me, I must tell you, my Cameroonian heritage is the richest thing I have. The biggest advantage I have, which makes me earn money as a DJ, is that I'm so open-minded. I'm so I speak different languages. I understand cultures. I accept it. Because why? Because as an English-speaking person, you had to accept Bikutsi. At some point, you'll be upset that, but now you play Bikutsi in a full Anglophone party. Everybody's dancing. You play Benzikin, everybody's dancing because as you say, we had to listen to all this growing up, listen to everything. And now it's time that this diversity is actually our wealth. It's our advantage on other people.
Exactly.
Because there are people who come from Kenya, they don't understand Coupe de Calais. What's going on there? What are these guys doing? Hey! These guys sitting there. These guys who listen to bongo flavor from Tanzania, they're like, what is this? Same like Nigerians got fed up with the real Amapiano. There There were no
Yeah.
vocals there. There was
Yeah.
like
No,
soul.
it was
Real
house.
Amapiano
It
was
was like
it was
it was just
house music with African singers singing soul. Real
Yeah.
soul, like they were
Soul,
singing,
yeah.
you know. But then Nigerians got fed up and say, "Bro, I waited for 3 minutes and I didn't hear anybody sing. What's going on here?"
yeah, yeah.
Solamide and all these guys, they took Amapiano music and they, or what's his name, Ashake.
Ashake.
Yes,
They started
man.
yelling, "I'm a pioneer," on the I'm a pioneer. It's like taking Makosa and
Yes.
yelling, "Makosa, Makosa."
Exactly, you know. So that's it. They started doing that. I'm a piano, you know. And they came and now globally, that music. And what did it do? It made the South Africans go back and do their homework.
And
Now South
yeah.
Africans as man.
Yeah, the DJ Maporisas, they started singing in
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
Amapianos, and they started
So
rapping.
now
to
they
the
now-
Amapianos.
so those guys say, okay, let's bring some things that they can
Yeah, started
Nigerians
hyping
can't
it.
say, you know. Let's do it in our own style and sing Baba JJ Las, you know. And
Oh,
trust me, my Amapiano music, I know real Amapiano DJs don't want to hear this. The whole intro part, I skipped the whole, I put my cue where the action starts, you know.
Where the hype starts.
Yes, except I'm playing for a real Amapiano crowd, then I will start from the very first beat. But yeah, back to it, Eunice. I think this should be for anybody who is listening, let's use this as our advantage. And I think
Our
even,
advantage, yeah.
yeah, living in the world, I mean, you guys in the US, ATM is in Switzerland, I'm in Germany. We can live in all these places because we have a background of tolerating other ethnicities. We had 300 languages, more than 300 languages. And it's so beautiful that, you know, we have to use this to our advantage. Also understanding, because in my opinion, a Cameroonian artist, if he's good, because we're so receptive for other music, he should be able to listen to international music and just put his own vocals and his own style to it, you know. And that's where I bow down. A good example is Magic System. These guys come from Swalenge Swal with tukutung tukutung tukutung. What did they do? These guys went and checked music in France. And trust me, these are the biggest guys in Ivory Coast. These are the guys that when Macron won the elections, they are the ones who it was their concert. They are the ones who performed. They were the biggest performers there. And what did they do? They took their voices, their traditional language and everything, and they put it on faster
pop
beats.
music.
On pop music.
Simply. Yeah.
Simply.
You know? These guys made African music popular, and today, I mean, until today, we still dance Magic System on every club, in every party all around the world.
Why don't we do that? Why do we think that we have to create our identity and do this and that and make music that doesn't go anywhere?
I
That's
actually
an
have an
issue we're trying to
example
discover
that
in this
existed back
show.
in the day of somebody that did the same type of thing, right? He did I think I call this concept like the P Square concept, because P Square didn't break. For me, P Square broke because they had what Nigerian music sounded like, and then they went to 90s hip hop, and then they just copied and came back. If you listen to the early P Squares, it sounded like something from the US. It sounded like you can go back and find the song that they were re-singing. And one person that did something like that back in the day was I don't know if you guys remember Yannick, a Cameroonian artist Yannick in France.
Yannick. C'est soirée là.
Yes.
That song in France won Disque d'Argent when we were young. They gave him an award. He came down. Chantal Biya also gave him another award. But that's what Nigerian music industry for me is built on. They are samplers. They've been sampling since the time of Damfu Square and P Square, Damfu Drivers and P Square. They're samplers, and they were able to use that to sell, to cross over and get to other to the international markets. And to some point, I don't know that we're that skilled at doing that in Cameroon, or we've left that fall behind. This song is not his song. To recent age, I thought it was him. I thought it was 100% Yannick, that song.
No,
I thought it was
it's Saturday Night Fever.
That's an example. Yeah.
This is one of the records that I had from my dad back then. Oh, what a night.
Yep.
It's Saturday Night Fever. It's an old song.
Simple.
We still have the record, by the way. You know?
I think that it's just like Cameroonians. Like I was talking to one artist, and I hope we get to interview him soon. And he said something about like Cameroonians being like innately selfish, and that's why like the music industry, you know, like how you ask one artist and about one other artist, and he'll be like, oh, I don't mess with him and all that. He said
But
they're
good luck.
innately selfish, they're all for
Uh,
themselves. So it that kind of mindset kind of prevents you from growing, from thinking bigger.
yeah.
Like if you're thinking only about yourself, you tend to minimize or to limit yourself to yourself. So you don't
It's
think
about
about the bigger picture. You don't think about like doing research. You don't think about being more creative. Like, what about this person? Like, what are they doing? You're not trying to emulate that person and be like, oh, let me look at what this person is doing right, and let me try to like copy that for myself. So I think maybe their creativity level needs so much work. It's really, really low. Their creativity is just not
And
well,
there.
yes.
who said that copying is not? To me, to take an old song and make it a super new hit it's creativity
It's
as well.
creativity.
Yes.
100%.
And Anyang,
Agreed.
I would like to hear your opinion on why is there no Cameroonian artist who did what P Square is doing or who's doing that? Why?
I think we failed to do it the right way. There's a lot that I've tried. We've talked about it on this episode, and there's a
They've
lot that
done
I've tried.
remix.
When we come down, and we've talked about it, right? When we come down to try to do it, we're lazy. We come to try to do it, and we do it the wrong way.
We
don't do it the
copy,
right
but we
way.
paste.
We copy. Yes.
Exactly.
we don't let it. We don't let that thing that we're
We
copying
don't
sit with us.
remix
We don't let it sit with us. And in the course of talking about that, I've mentioned artists that actually copy and inspire in the way they copy. I'm gonna say here, I always get pointed out when every time that I've heard Jovi sample, it's been homework for me. I've gone and researched it, and then it's been a ding because for me it's a light bulb to be able to take something and make it new to the way that I cannot instantly catch it. When if you listen to Chana Pierre or when he does there's Chana Pierre, there's Andre Malita, but you or the song that he did with
Attends-moi, attends-moi.
yeah. When you listen to the way he sampled, it gave you a breath of fresh air. Let's not just focus on that. To answer that question specifically, I think when we're doing it as a Cameroonian artist, we kind of get sloppy and lazy and we take the easy way out. We focus on the nostalgic part of it, and we want to get the popularity those artists got in the 90s and in those age without bringing it to our time. We're not processing it. We're not letting it live with us. We're not letting it come to age with us. And we're not pushing it any further, because when you copy it that way, it stays there and it's dead.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I also feel like a lot of what is also going on when we do those copies in Cameroon is like we're not going outside of our comfort zone enough. We're not going outside of our shell enough, right? Like I feel like Cameroonian artists, they should maybe get more influences. Like everything that we have just discussed here, it's all about your origin plus external influences and how you fuse and merge those, right? To catch up with the zeitgeist. I think that third component of catching up with the zeitgeist after mixing up other influences with your own origins is what is a little bit slow in Cameroon. Like it could be better. Like maybe people need to travel a little more. Maybe people just need to listen to more different music. Maybe people need to stop just going to the same clubs that they go in Douala and Yaoundé and just maybe, I don't know, take a flight and go down to Kinshasa and do something else. Look at different environments and then get more inspiration.
Which is the systematic issue that Bizi was pointing earlier, right? If you look at Africa as a whole, and I don't know about other countries, but I think the Cameroonian is less traveled within Africa. When we think of traveling in Cameroon, we are going to France, United States, Europe, but we don't travel enough within Africa. So if you're not lucky enough to go to Europe, you're not traveling at all. So then we're staying within ourselves, and we're not changing mentalities to inspire ourselves that much. It's like our entrepreneurial spirit stays within that Cameroonian geographic region, and then it's taking too long for our ideas to change. Whereas if they are traveled to go to Nigeria, very soon they'll realize that, man, these people are doing something that we're not doing. If you check out the producer for Berry Boys Club, Ludovic, the sound that he creates for Berry Boys Club's first album that breaks them through and just makes them a phenomenal is because he goes and stays in Ivory Coast for a little bit. He works with the producers out there. He sees the way they work. So instantly, the moment he comes back, Berry Boys that was a 10-year
mindset.
project. He had sat with that project for 10 years. He's able to be like, oh shit. And he pulls together voices that have no business being together, does this sound, and they break out. But look at how fast it took him to change a 10-year idea that he had been sitting with to something that worked out within a year. He traveled.
So
He changed his mentality. That doesn't happen that much. I don't know.
So I mean, it's interesting. You mentioned earlier a couple of amazing productions and sampling. Since I was still on that, thanks for giving your opinion on that. Why we're not doing it, but you say some people tried, and yeah, somebody like one of our Cameroonian urban kings of music, I would say Jovi. You say you talked about his music being the music he sampled and those.
His sampling.
There's this one song that he actually made with it from this older guy. Oh man,
Echo Roosevelt.
Echo Roosevelt.
Echo Roosevelt. Yeah, that's it.
Attends-moi, attends-moi, attends-moi.
We always call it Attends-moi, but that's not the title of the song.
Attends-moi, reste avec moi.
Wow, that song was
My chap fine. I no go lie, my chap fine. I did ever leak ground when I say my chap fine.
exactly.
Hey.
Anyway, so this artist, I mean, he's a very nice guy. I know him. He's very humble, very calm person. But I'm curious, since Anya, maybe you can tell me, because I don't know, since you're part of his team, maybe you can explain to me. We're talking about traveling and leaving. Why? I honestly thought, and I don't know, my vision for him was that by now this guy would be having crazy, especially because he's not dependent on production. He's not just an artist. He's
an independent,
multi-talented. Why does he have international collaborations?
Presence.
Why is my brother not touring? I mean, I know he studies music in India, came back and has done maybe Brazzaville, Gabon, and London. Why is he not all over the US? Why is he not collaborating with Odumukudu, what's his name? The rapper from Nigeria, for example. What's going on? Why is he not out here? Why is he not selling out shows in Maryland and in Texas, in London, in Paris, everywhere? Why? I mean, it's not like before where you had to be in a big record label, you know? I mean, they have their own music video producer. His brother is 15 February. Was that the name?
February 16th, yes.
February 16th.
So they have the video that we're looking at.
They have their video team and everything, but maybe you can tell me, because I haven't spoken to him in a long time. What's going on?
I think that's a question that he would best answer due to like the years of experience that he's had in that domain.
I'm asking you, what's your opinion?
His plans. My opinion, I would tell. I know he's gonna go to Kenya in a little bit, in a few days. I don't want to. He's gonna be in Kenya in a few days. He just came
to
from
perform. Does he have a show in Kenya?
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about.
He's gonna perform. He's gonna perform in Kenya. He has a show in
Okay.
Kenya. Now, why is he not doing? He did UK. He did a whole UK tour last year. I think, from my perspective, this is the only artist in Cameroon that hasn't signed any major deal. He hasn't signed anything. He's been 100% independent, and the moment he grabbed traction, he started taking care of other artists. Look at
those other
artists that you see.
Excuse me. Those other artists, all other Cameroonian artists who are touring shows. It's not the label. They call me. Bizi. Want to come to Germany? Do you know somebody? Do you know somebody in the States who is doing this, who can do a show? I can perform there, even if they don't have a fee. Let me perform. I need my roster to look big, so next time people will know. Do you know some nightclubs? It's not labels. It's that those artists, they're calling us DJs, us who are around the world. It's not labels creating those opportunities. They're doing it themselves. They're hunting themselves. Stanley's performing in Japan, Kosi in Texas, and looking for live bands, and in Nigeria they're doing stuff. Those things. I'm just curious. I'm not downgrading because he's amazing. We all know his quality, his stuff. But why no big collaborations? I think when you have that kind of repertoire, if you call some big guys, when I say big guys, people who have a name in the music industry, like
Promoters,
Nigerians, other artists, collaborations which cross over, which make other countries, people, just so you come on an international platform. And I don't think
calling your YouTube, put this song. Type
that's what I was just about.
Jovi fit Wizkid.
Bro, that's what I was just about to say. We don't need to call the little, they say the exceptions make the rule.
The small wins.
No, we all know what I'm talking about, and I'm trying to understand because I want
to use this example to explain to you the kind of person that he is, because I'm not going to answer this question to the full detail. I'm going to keep saying that he probably answers it better, but I want to use this particular example to explain the kind of person that I've learned to see him to see him as. Extremely loyal to a fault. That is, if you go now like this and you say something about me in front of him, you're done. You're done for. Like, he's not gonna. You can give him 10 million after that. He's not. If you disrespected me, that's it. Like, that's it. Now, this example is not about disrespect or anything. The moment he made this song is when he had just done Cash and everything. Akon comes to Cameroon. His girlfriend at the time, Jawanda, the girl that runs Jawanda, I forget her name. I'm bad.
Celine.
She does whatever. Celine links them up. Yeah. Akon comes to Cameroon. He just met Yusufa after that. After Cash has come out, after Epic Kwa and everything. So then he makes this song a little bit around that time. And Wizkid so this falls to Wizkid, and Wizkid wants this song for a feature. But when he made this song, he made it for Renis. And there could have been a three-way feature and everything, but he'd made the song for Renis. Renis had liked the song. Renis had recorded on it because it'd been so much time. And then when it fell on Wizkid and Wizkid liked that song, Renis already had it. So what he could have done at that time was be like, hey, Renis, you know what, something, Wizkid wants this. I'm going to hop on it with, rather than we're going to do it with Wizkid, and I'll see you on the next round. I got you. Right? That's what any other artist in Cameroon would do. But it was Renis' song. Renis would do that song, and he would make another one even better for Wizkid. That was the thing. That was the conversation at the table. So he doesn't do that. That opportunity passes because he's loyal. Now, how many Bikusi hits? Have you listened to his Bikusi songs? The songs that he's produced in Bikusi? We all listen to La Sauce, right? Inside that album that houses La Sauce, there's other Bikusi songs. If I told you that before La Sauce was performed by Renis, he proposed it to the Bikusi legends of Cameroon, and they said no.
I think
because of loyalty, he never went back.
I think you're missing the point. You're missing the point here because, like, to me, I've asked you the same thing before also, right? Like, we've talked about it with Jovi, and I said with whatever, like, when you talk to, like, younger guys or people around a certain age, you talk to them, they're like, oh, I like Jovi. It's like either Jovi or Stanley Eno, but mostly Jovi. They talk about the Mboko and everything. It's like a cult following that he has. That right. I feel like by now, like all those years, by now it should have been a massive cult following. And he does not have that. So there's something about it. And now that you're explaining that, is maybe a default in his personality that is making him stuck where he is. Maybe that's what it is. We don't know.
Call it the default, but I'll call it. You were when we started interviewing Bizi, you said go back to those ideals that make you you and led you to where you are. I will call it his ideals. Those are the things that he's gone by. Those are his principles, right?
So
those
what
are
I heard
what I told Bizi was you need to be able to reiterate your core values that have propelled you to where you are right now. It's not to keep you where you are, because like everybody, everybody has core values, right? But what I'm saying is that everybody has
the only thing
values,
I heard out of all
but
of
the
this,
thing is that what is holding you back it's not a good, a positive thing. So I wanted Bizi to be able to
Loyalty
highlight
is not a possible
those
thing.
positive things.
Loyalty is not a positive thing.
Loyalty to what extent? There's a thin line between being
Well,
loyal and being
Jesus died at
Loyalty
30
to
years.
money.
He's not
Anya,
because
Jesus.
money has never motivated him.
Okay,
Anya,
sorry.
these
Am
in-ears
I
are
too
very
loud?
loud. Anya, relax. Take
Okay.
a deep break. You have some water. Can you drink a glass of
No,
water?
no. But let's.
Money
think-
has
I
never.
think
Money has not
What I've been
motivated
trying
him.
to say now for the past 3 minutes, you guys have not let me make this one statement. One thing I've
Make
heard
it.
out
Sure,
of
go
this
ahead.
is that Anyang has subconsciously mentioned why he cannot give an objective contribution to this topic, because his guy is loyal and his guy would never say anything about him bad, because his guy
No,
is
no,
a very
no.
loyal guy. So
You-
for me,
No.
you're not saying sometimes, man, he's my guy. Oh, I have his number. I can call him. I've met him. We've hung out. You know, it's not like I don't have. I'm concerned because I love him, not because I'm down talking
Yes.
him. I'm concerned because I love him, and I think he deserves to be touring. When I see non-talented Nigerian guys coming here and selling out our shows here, man, these guys are selling out arenas now, 10,000 with one hit. One guy comes and sings CK. How many songs does CK have? 2-3 songs, you know? But he's selling out tours, huge clubs in Madrid, booking him, paying him 20 grand. These guys are on festivals everywhere. I would have been happy to see him there as well. But I don't understand. You're saying loyalty, you're putting on loyalty, but what about the business side of things?
Yeah.
You have
But
to be
this is
even
one
then.
thing that you
Any,
said as
any
well.
reasonable
This is
person
what you've
would have
said.
told Rennis, hey, we can, if our label, if our Spotify gets seen by the whole world through this one song because of Wizkid, all of us profit from it. You too. Your song. So
Aye.
if I'm in a team, if I'm sitting to ATM and me and ATM will have music. If ATM, I remember when I met what's his name, Maître Gims. I told ATM, hey, ATM had songs that he said it was his. He's not going to give to nobody. When I called him, I said, bro, I need 10 songs now. I'm here with Maître Gims. We're backstage. He sent me his biggest songs. That, hey, bro, take it.
The ones I refuse to give Bizi.
Yeah, the ones you refused to give me. The ones you refused to give me. He gave me and said, bro, let Mental Gims listen to all of the songs. And that's a reasonable thing to do. So that means you do have a blockage. I mean, we're talking about loyalty we all have families to feed. What kind of loyalty is that?
But I think what I actually heard from the answers is that I think, as we said it,
Please be objective, yeah?
Jovi, no, I'm
Okay.
I'm really going there. Jovi is going to answer those questions by himself. I think we're going to have a very interesting panel here the next time they come. When we make those panels, we're going to make some space, right? Because we really need Jovi's opinion. And I think Jovi is a very recurrent topic on this podcast, because for me, I feel like if we don't get the answers to the Jovi question, we are losing on the lessons of the missed opportunity. For me, at this point right now, when I think Jovi, I feel like it's a missed opportunity. I feel like there is a lot of opportunity that would have gone through it that we are not getting right now. We are not getting right now. That's how I put it, because I believe that there is still potential to get it. To close this version, at least, let's do, because you guys did a lot of work. Everyone did a lot of work to go and dig in their crates, because we knew we're having the DJ today, so everybody has to do some crate digging
Okay, guys.
to make their song of the week.
First of all, can I say something about my song? Not the
Yes.
song.
Go ahead.
This is
Yes.
not, it's not a song where I say it might entice the whole world, or something that I necessarily, if I DJ everybody, it's a song which touches me, that I just,
See.
for some reason, the vibe got me put the song on repeat. Yeah.
Bizi, don't apologize for
selling his
losing
song.
this battle. It's
Exactly.
like Morocco saying that, you know something? The referees
He's
are not
doing
on
a
our end this
disclaimer.
Bro,
game. So we might
Doing a
lose.
disclaimer
They've
already.
overlooked at us.
This-
It's like Morocco saying
This
they've overlooked at us cheat with the referee thing. So maybe we'll not use the referee this time. So if we lose, it's not because but just be aware that we can lose.
Bro,
No.
in my life,
He's trying to appeal
bro,
to our emotions,
listen,
and
in
it's
my
not going
life-
to work. I'm sorry.
in my
Stand by
life,
your song.
in my life, there's no losing. You win or you learn, and that's really my
Okay.
life.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
All right, so you will
So
learn
let's
today.
go. Let's
You gonna
let's
learn.
go. Let's
Like,
go.
let me
Let's
tell you,
go
like
in
your
and
American
learn.
say, you gonna learn today.
You're gonna learn that. Okay. So
You gonna
given that
Lee Lur.
Okay, so let's start with the busy song then, because he has already slightly introduced it, and you're a guest of the
Whereas
day.
I
So
like
let's
his
go.
song.
I love it.
I love it myself. But wait, I'm the guest. My song should come last. Pause.
You should come last.
It should come last.
You talked about it already.
No, I didn't.
It's okay. We can
All right,
always
so-
cut that part out.
So let's do it differently.
Let's do
She
Eunice's song.
should go
because
get
I know
work
her-
today. Where?
Play my song first. Play my song first, then I'll go
Okay.
first since I'm on top.
So who's going first? So in this order, right? The song that gets played first is gonna be the number one in the rating. So when we're gonna be like when we're voting, first song is number one. And what was your song again? Verse.
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 With
Netflix and
Yeah,
chill.
let go.
Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
That's why she came. She my bestie, out of money, babe. No foreplay, no time to waste.
I've got some cool with it. Cool when you sleep on my place. Cool when we do it in the rain. I'm fine with it. Fine when you sit on my face. Love it when the G-string is less. Take it slow, girl. We not fighting on the iPhones. That got be on silence when you rip off my.
Yeah, that works. So I think we've gotten that one right now. Should we go to the next one?
Yes.
So that was
Yeah.
song number one. Song number two. Who wants to go next? I would go next.
You go next.
My song was Charlotte Dipanda. And by the way, the song that just played is Verse, though. That's Verse, Netflix and Chill. And the next song that we have is from me. So number two is mine, Charlotte Dipanda and Ty.
Dans ma vie, y a souvent eu des traumas. J'étais fatiguée, y a souvent eu des dramas. Aujourd'hui, y a rien à faire, le bonheur, je l'ai dans ses bras. Ma prière à Dieu est de veiller plus longtemps.
Mentalité de Bamenda, investissement à Cocody et toutes les richesses du monde pour toi. On a fait tout ce qu'on s'est dit. Quitte à riser tous nos ennemis, moi je ne les vois plus. Et tout en dolcier, je m'en occupe, toi tu ne comptes plus. Je n'ai confiance en personne, moi je me méfie, oh, mais tu m'as appris à calmer mon cœur et à rester précieux.
So that was the second song. And
Bizi
the
Brown, you're
third
also
one
mute.
is
And Neon.
Aneon.
I said these guys saved money on that music video. Damn it.
Yeah.
Just
But
sitting
I'm
around
jealous.
the table.
That's the thing with Ty, though. No, but he does these
But
things that can look complex but can look affordable, but also is not very replicable because he's IQ. He has IQ when it comes to execution.
Quality. I told you guys, there's
That's right.
nobody.
You see
Cameroon,
that he has
this is the king. This is the real king. There's nobody.
Yes.
The real
yeah.
king.
he has that other
the
video.
super
Real,
king.
real.
He has that other
My
video that he
lady.
did behind the DJ set. Yes.
Yeah,
that was the
my
video.
lady, tomo lady, tum tum. I'm even thinking that would have been my song, man, if it's coming to time. But this one, I've been playing it on replay.
You guys cannot cheat because when I wanted to play Tyke, you guys shouted on my head, that's
Oh,
cheating.
shit.
And now you want to play Tyke.
I just pull out the
switching.
joker.
There was
Don't
something, there was a
forget to-
glitch. We don't remember what it was, but there was a glitch. There was definitely a glitch.
No, that day we were too hardcore Cameroon music. But Anyang has been doing some great digging. Chibambi, let's see what you got.
Easy, you add this to your playlist in DJing.
This
Let's
is our guy.
Yeah. You know what it is? From the key to Aye, Juba, Patrao Galactics. Allez, inside Kakala. Allez, inside Kakala. Kiki, Tom, Aye, inside. Solid Street, c'est la vie. L'enfant du ghetto doit utiliser son cerveau. Solid Street.
So that's Sonny Street from Chibambi,
Bambi.
and that's song number 3. So you guys should be noting it down.
Anyang, is he
And then
is he a friend of yours?
No, I don't know him.
We
Dude,
discovered
I'm in
Chibambi
the
on the
crates,
show.
man. I'm in the crates. I'm digging.
But we'll be interviewing him soon.
Awesome.
In
He's
a
a
couple
friend.
of
He's a
weeks.
friend of Eunice,
For
though.
sure.
He's finding the
One-
gems.
You heard that punchline? Le petit wise de ton cerveau, ça peut sauver un quartier, mon frère.
The boy can
Anyways,
write.
as one thing that I really, really love about him, especially on this project, is like the way he writes, right? I have different favorite songs in that album, though. I have different favorites, but let's go to our guest number 4. This is our guest selection, and so let's see what he got for us today. He's this Cameroon music guest selection song of the week from our guest.
I come from far with a vibe that they've never seen. I do my thing, I know my people, they be proud of me. Tell that liquor, look, I see it all up on my bill. I'm taking over the city, they've never heard of me.
I come from far with a vibe that they never see. I do my thing, I know my people, they be proud of me. Tell that liquor, look, I see it all up on my bill. I'm taking over the city, they never heard of me.
I come and see, I'm a feel, I'm a take and I mean it's a dongo. The cracker, the setter, the break of records, I come from the jungle. No negative energy, if you bring a money, enter see songo. My blessings are part of me, when I pop, I go coco.
So here is how we do it. Here are the rules. You have to vote a song, and I'm going to repeat again what the songs were. Number 1 was Verse. The song from Eunice. Number 2 was Shallow the Panda and Tyke, the song from me. Number 3 was Sunny Street with Chibambi, the song from Anyang. And number 4 was Fido, the song from Bizi. Now, you are allowed to vote a song which is not your song.
Yes, you can.
So you're going to write the number. Yeah, you can write.
This is not
write the
Cameroon
number, because
politics.
so you just write it, and then when we say go, we all raise our papers and show on the screen.
We're ready.
So,
We're
guys,
ready.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Yes.
So let's go.
People be
shit.
counting down, and they will not count down.
What do we do?
I
here?
know. Wait, so it's a tie?
So it's a tie,
There's-
1 and
there's a
4.
tie.
Wonderful.
First of all,
See,
Busy, you
Yeah.
crush music, and then you vote them.
Now, let me explain you, right?
See.
Let me explain to you
Please, I'm waiting.
why. Because first
Because
of all,
it's commercial. It's
I'm
a
no,
song
because
that he
first of all,
can.
let me explain to you. That's why I asked you guys, is it
Mhm.
quality or can I have my reasons? First of all, I'm one
Oh,
of the
no,
CEOs.
any reason.
I'm one of the CEOs of Play Afro, and we want to give the unknown the opportunity. And I think that artist has a lot of potential. I think that artist has a lot
Okay.
of potential. If this artist listens to this, you have to work harder, man. You have to work harder. You know, put more perfection to your delivery. Put more perfection to how your articulation on the stuff. And I think it has a lot of potential. That's the reason why I did it. I can also tell you guys, Anya, I didn't really feel your song. I don't know why. I was
It's
struggling.
okay, I felt it.
Maybe it's because you also raised the bar so extremely high.
You're
This
like,
you have
oh,
to
you
put in your
add it to your
playlist.
playlist and all that. You should.
I heard and Eunice really nailed it. They took
Why
the
shouldn't he have done it?
Huh?
No,
He said
because
it.
like when you
He
do
did a
that,
great
it's just
job.
like how you okay, listen.
It's like people
when you
will
want
say,
to
"Yeah,
introduce
this
a
thing's
girl to
funny.
a guy,
This
right?
thing's
This boy is
funny."
funny, yes. Yes.
When you
It's
want
like saying,
to, when you want
you
to
are going to
introduce
laugh at this joke.
yes, or when you say, "Oh, this girl fine, oh, he fine," then you see the girl.
By the
you're
way,
like,
that's the
"Man."
only way you do a German
Mhm.
joke.
So-
I tell you. Yeah, so my
So-
reason was just opportunity and the
Zimbabwe, I
fact that they
failed
tried,
you.
because a lot of people even have better quality than them, but they don't try. A lot of people don't do it.
Yes.
I mean, ATM and myself, we are victims ourselves. We have a lot of things that we've worked on. How many beats have we worked on? Sounds, things, we don't release it. I don't release it because I'm not hungry. I DJ all kinds of music to feed myself and my family. So it's not a struggle per se, but you know, generally,
The-
I think that the fact that they did the work to put it out, made a music video, did everything, and it's not the most perfect level, quality, or whatever, and that's where it is. I think, and this is a message to anybody who's watching this, guys, put your shit out. Post, Instagram,
your
social
shit
media,
out.
all of you here, you guys need to do more social media. And I know you have phones. I know you guys have, you guys eat lobsters and drink champagne and party on weekends and do stuff. Let people just put a little bit in there. Sometimes you take pictures and you keep it in your phone, save it there until you die and your phone is full and nothing is going on. Put stuff out, guys. You know, we're living in a swipe world. People are swiping, even music. New music is coming. Your music is going to get old if you don't put it, release it. And that's why I chose One, is to support them and to really do as I preach. You know, we want to give opportunities to young guys who are actually trying hard to create quality. And you can see that they're working hard. You can see that they're trying, you know? So
Nice. I'll
back
be
That's a
again,
dope
curious to
one.
see what you have to say about Felly Boy.
Felly Boy was
No, Felly
the
Boy
artist.
wasn't here today, but I'm just saying his
Oh, the
music. He's a
artist.
Bangwa guy, so
yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
soliciting.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I'm soliciting.
Fit.
So
Oh,
just
okay.
play one of his songs, please.
Oh, man.
Now.
No, you
So
should have
so
said
Miss,
the
why
Bangwa
did you
part.
just fuck it up in the
You
same
just did the same thing
sentence?
that
You
I
would have
did.
just said
You
the-
just
Okay,
did the-
sorry. I'm
you just did the
sorry
same thing that I
now.
did.
I'm sorry.
And then obviously, ATM song was phenomenal, but man, they
Yeah, I was not
both of
voting for
them,
ATM. Yeah, they don't need any more shine.
No.
they are good. They are
No,
good where
That
they
was
are.
that was cheating.
Yeah,
I
they're
totally
okay.
agree. I totally agree.
They're
That was
okay.
a joker. It's a joker. I agree.
They're
I will
okay.
not
It
even
They
was,
don't
say
need more
anything.
attention.
I think the
don't need any more
phenomenal
okay.
part
attention.
of that song was the fact that he said Bamenda mentality. That's phenomenal. That's genius. And then he said Kokodi, and it sounds cool. I don't know what it means, but Kokodi sounds cool. Those two things, I was like, ooh, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. And then the fact that they did in living room, they saved a lot of money, which is not fair, but it's okay.
And they still made it look cool, saving money.
And they still made it look
It
cool.
was
But the last thing is, all right, so it's already clear we have these two camps, right? We have two. We have the song number 4 and
Hey,
song number
guys,
1.
would you why did you guys vote my song? That's amazing.
So yeah, you guys tell me.
that song already for me personally. Personally, that song is one of my songs that I play a lot too.
Yeah.
That Fido, and yes, that song Fido, and then there's another one that Fido has that I really love.
5-star, no, I'm living.
Yes, 5-star.
You know that I'm
So I love
5-star,
Fido
5-star,
already,
you know
and that
I'm
song
living.
was already going to have it. Like I already voted before every other person played their song, because like I saw it, I'm like, yeah, Fido for sure.
Same reasons. Fido, I think he's really creative. I've seen him in a live session last year where he came into a room with a lot of artists, and there was no song that was played that Fido didn't have some kind of melody for that song. So at some point, I felt like they just had to exclude him because every beat that was played, Fido had something. He had something. He will give a hum. He will give a melody. He will give something. He will give a tune. And he was in the pocket. He was there. You are not excluding him. And I think that's the kind of artist that he is. He's hard to discount. He's hard to
Okay, I don't know him like that.
cancel out.
I mean, we communicated shortly when I posted it. He was expressing gratitude, and I said keep up and stuff. But this song got me, man. Seriously,
Hey.
I've been trying to figure out if I hear samples from somewhere. I haven't heard, I don't know where he stole the samples from, but they're amazing.
That's the beauty of like a good sample.
That's the beauty.
Yeah.
It sends you to be a student.
All right. So we'll get to that point where when we get a draw, the two people actually that have those songs have the right to come up with another alternative song because we need something to vote on.
Okay.
So
there's no ties.
do you guys have something out of your pocket?
I'll find Felly Boy so he can listen to it.
Right.
And I want to repeat my song with Felly Boy.
Yeah, so just give me which
Grind
one of
to
it? Is it
Shine.
Energy?
Grind to Shine.
Grind to Shine, okay. So Bizi, I'm going to give you this one while you figure out what would be what song in your mind beats this one. Yeah.
Yeah, Chef Bang.
Yeah. So remember, you feel free to go even 5 years ago. Feel free.
Or you can go to Petit Pays.
But don't go as far as don't go as far as Prince Nico Barga.
You can go Tom Yums. So I'll give you ideas.
I swear.
Baby Manga.
Oh, my.
There you go. There you go. That's a T-shirt.
That was a product placement. It was a T-shirt. With all we saw was a T-shirt. The brand.
Are you playing the song ATM?
All right, so let's play that one already.
I wake up from morning, I yes my body vibes. Ooh, the next day, I yes my ex come by Range Rover. Yo, as I dey grind, I dey walk, I dey go, me I just dey check sense. Cause I know say one day when my money go come, me go pile in excess. Do you know how it feels when you get this money? Oh my God, this feeling is so hell amazing. Yeah, as I walk, I dey pray, I dey hustle to make this money. God on my side, say my life it go be amazing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Poverty, leave me alone, yeah.
I'll play this to any crowd, Chinese, white people. It has a vibe. It's
Actually, that would have been my song. If I'd played this song, I would have won in one shot.
Yes.
You would have won because I would have voted for you.
I would have won in one shot. I mean, just
Thank
listening to it again, I was
you.
like, God damn it, what was I thinking?
It seems like Eunice has this. I'm busy. He doesn't even have any option.
guys.
That's why I didn't want to play. That's why I didn't want to play the song early. No, it's only you guys. It's only two of you because you guys are the
Only
two
you
winners.
two.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
People didn't go for my song.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's not ready.
This is fine now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Cameroon. We didn't qualify. You're actually not
Oh,
supporting.
no.
We're only supporting now. We can make noise on the stands.
Okay, my
We don't
own
have
song is
anything
5 Star by Fido.
Did
Okay,
you guys
let's go.
see the video that I sent you guys about the the referee Tenwayo? Did you guys watch that?
Yeah.
No.
The whole song is like Tenwayo, Tenwayo.
Hey, so guys just went to the studio and wrote a loser song.
They
He
wrote
the
the
song right
16
now.
for the referee. And the 16
Wait.
was one word. At ATM.
So let's go.
Easy has
Yeah.
named his song. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Yeah, let's go.
guys. Wait, 1 second.
Ooh, okay.
During the can,
5 star.
During the can, I heard
Kana.
some.
Oh, is it the Alaji song? The Alaji song in the can.
Cameroon.
I
Is
heard
that it?
some funny Cameroonian songs.
No. You mean the song that I'm talking about? No, this one is different.
I know, but then I
Where
heard
it's
some
just
other
about
songs.
Tenwayo.
But anyway, play. I've never heard the 5 stars. You guys talked about it, so I say
5 star
Let me
with
take a
video.
shot. Let's go.
Okay.
So,
Let's see if this
okay.
one stands.
Let's
I
do
like
5
that.
star. Let's do 5 star. Me too. I don't know if I know the song, so this is good because I like when I get to discover the song and to see how good the song can surprise me. Fido
but
5
damn.
star. Let go.
I know it.
See?
Oh, yeah, man. This guy is.
Okay.
I like the little drill influence in there.
Yeah, it's reminding me of this Ghanaian guy. What's his name again?
Not Black
The Ghana
Sheriff.
drill guy. Yeah, Black Sheriff. Definitely. Yeah. It reminds me of Black Sheriff. I'm just fortunately, unfortunately, I don't know which one that pleases me, but kind of just hearing this song, right? It immediately put him next to Black Sheriff and put him in a very difficult,
Just reminded
in
me.
a very difficult position.
Guys, I'm now releasing a lot of videos. You guys follow me on all platforms. I have a Black Sheriff interview that I've never released. I have to release now.
Oh.
So you two are suffering from that thing.
Nice.
Put it out, bring it
Put
out.
it out.
Yeah.
Put it out.
So all right, now we're all gonna vote, right? All of us are gonna vote on these two songs.
Okay.
So yeah, please, people should not make a draw again. We have to end the show.
Number 1 and number 2.
Number 1 and number 2. Let's go.
So we're voting. No voting.
Let's go.
Y'all ready?
So Anyang said I had to do a countdown last time, so I'm gonna practice. now.
Yes.
I'll do a
3.
countdown.
Oh, yeah,
I'll
mate.
start
Oh,
from
yeah,
10.
mate.
No countdown.
Oh, yeah, mates are counting down.
No count.
Oh, yeah, mate are counting down. You're just saying, let's go. And you're showing your team.
Let's
Oh, yeah.
go.
boom.
And then he turned his own quick.
Exactly. All your mates are building suspense, counting down 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Yeah, you're just there.
So it looks like we're all ready.
Yeah.
So let's go. 3, 2, 1. Hey, my honor will stand.
See people.
What's
Again,
good? Is that 1 or 2?
It's still a tie. Busy voted
Busy,
for himself.
you know if you vote for
By the
yourself.
way,
oh, really?
Busy.
No.
Yes.
Now I
So-
understand.
Okay, but this case we can vote for ourselves.
No, but no, you guys don't even
Since
have
it's
to
a
vote
tie.
because because you are not voting for yourself, so you are voting for the others. So, it's
So
only
it
our
means
votes
I
that matter.
won.
So
Yeah, you
only our
did.
votes that
Because it's
matter.
2-1.
Okay.
2-1.
Uh,
Because if
sorry,
Busy didn't
Busy.
vote for himself, he will vote for one.
That's okay.
And then if you
I
know
Busy
deliberately
is
wanted you to win,
disqualified.
so I don't want.
Should vote
You know,
for
you say when you go to
Busy.
somebody's house, make them feel good, so they will
Yeah.
let you come
Busy
back
want
next
do
time.
Cameroon election.
yeah.
No, but Busy said he will win or he will learn. So he has learned about
He has
you know,
learned
yeah.
today.
Busy, I'm afraid
about
next time you'll
about
come to show, you have to do homework. You have to dig your crates like crazy.
Don't worry.
Play all your
Exactly.
Cameroon ambience from the 80s until now.
No, then I think what would be exciting is that you guys pick on some next time. Then let's do 2. Everybody brings one old school song and one new school song.
That
Ooh,
would be
that's
great.
good. That's
Yes.
gonna be fire.
You know.
I have a concern about
We have
that.
a whole lot of them.
I have a
What's your
concern.
concern?
I feel like
What is
when
it?
it comes to Cameroonian music, it's too easy. It's not easy, but when we go to the old school, it's so beautiful that we can stay there. Like that era was just so, it's
Yeah.
it's
Those
like a
those
default.
were the glory
feeling,
moments in Cameroon.
Ashdoor.
right?
It's
Ashdor.
really Ashdoor.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Beautifully.
Yeah,
But
but I
then
think it's fair for us to choose because I mean within that there's still like a best and bestest and not so bestest. So we need that.
I mean that's where you just have to choose and then we have to vote.
Yeah, we need
Right?
to vote. Yeah. Yes.
All right, guys. Then
yes.
thank you very much. I think it's a good time. It's been a really, really long conversation. She's
Busy.
gonna have quite some fun
Where
putting
do we
this together.
find you?
Made us stay here for 3 hours. That's true. But where do we find you?
So-
Where do we contact you?
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very, 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 very pleased and grateful to be on this platform. And you guys make sure you follow this podcast. They are on Instagram, on all platforms, YouTube, especially YouTube. Don't just watch the Instagram snippets like I unfortunately do. Come to YouTube and watch the whole thing. It's really exciting. And yes, I'm DJ Bizi Brown on all platforms. DJ Bizi Brown. DJ Bizi Brown as one word. You find me on TikTok, find me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. I'm DJ Bizi Brown everywhere. So check it out, whatever platform
And
you're on.
Spotify too. And Spotify too, where we'll
Spotify
find your
too.
music
Exactly. And there's a lot of
and
exciting
your
music
playlist.
coming this year. Really, really excited about my ventures this year, guys. Yeah. And wherever you are, support Cameroonian music, support Afro music. And guys, everybody go check out Play Afro. Download the app, especially if you're a DJ or a music creator. playafro.com. You can download it on all your platforms. It's on iOS, it's on Google Play, it's everywhere. Play Afro, so you can promote your music or you can promote your people's music. Go there, DJs, go get your downloads there for free. Amazing quality, great music. And everybody, if you guys want to know what are the good songs you can play out there, go to africandjcharts.com. That's where the real African DJ charts is at. My name is DJ Bizi Brown, International Party Rocker. I feel so blessed being here. I'm so grateful. And let's support these guys. Guys, actually, during the whole show, you guys should have a donation QR code so people can QR it and donate you something. Donate you, even if it's $5, is not little. If you're watching this, I hope they're going to have the QR code. Donate $5, $10 to support this so they can get better mics, they can get better lighting, etc., etc. You know, so we can buy water to drink while we're doing the show.
Asa, my guy Busy. We need you in this thing. This guy knows. He knows where
we need you
we're.
more often. We need you all the time.
And the
Yeah,
biggest
Baba,
challenge, I'm challenging these guys. Within the next 2 weeks, I want to see Jovi here. If I don't see Jovi Anyang, there's a problem somewhere.
All
There's
right,
a problem. After that, I don't want to hear anything again from you.
we heard.
You gonna hear.
Streets are listening. But anyways, thank you guys very much. It's been a pleasure having you here on the show, Busy. And again, very amazing. Anyang, Eunice, I think we're going to call it a date and see you all next week.